What's going on, my beautiful people? Shout out to everybody, my Dominican route family. Uh, I'm gonna let some people come on in, and uh, we're gonna get to rocking and rolling. Um, hey, brother, um, you doing all right? Hold on, oh, push pause right quick. I'm sorry, Rico. Hold on. Hey, everybody. I wanted to say, oh, Rico, you good? I wanted to say my condolences to everybody out there that's going through that fire out there in California. My prayers going out to y'all. Uh, Everybody check in. Let me get some shout outs going. Rico's about to come up in a little bit. Rico, what's up, brother?
All right, hanging in there, fella.
Yeah, man. Is it how's the weather over there?
Still cold as a motherfucker.
Yeah, they said it just started snowing real bad in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well, we done with the snow, but it's cold. It's colder than a witch's tit. And um, we got the roads are cleared finally. Still snow piled up everywhere. I damn near broke my back yesterday shoveling. I've been shoveling for 3 days.
Yeah, just clearing out the driveway.
Yeah, the driveway, and then I got I'm on a corner lot. So where I live, you got 24 hours to clear your sidewalk in front of your house for the time it stops. So that had to be like yesterday by 5 p.m. But I was out there Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday. So when you're on the corner lot, I don't just have sidewalk and one side. I got to do two goddamn. So I got to do like two houses worth of shit. And then my
Gotcha.
next door neighbor is an 80-year-old lady who lived there by herself. So I had to do her shit too.
Gotcha.
So
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
How much she pay you?
she ain't pay me nothing. This
You
a
just help.
friend of mine's his mama. So I don't charge her, but I just like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And now you gotta be
Hey.
careful. You gotta be careful when you clearing snow too, because I knew somebody had a heart attack from it and died before.
Oh
Because
man,
you can put a strain on your
on your heart.
back, your heart, everything. You gotta be, so I was trying to rush in the shit. And they tell you like, don't get too much on the shovel, bend with your knees instead of your back.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to hurry up and finish this shit.
Right.
And that's when you end up hurting yourself.
Yeah. Shout out.
So,
Shout out to Walk On, Walk On. Man, I watched that video you sent me, and I know that's what this topic is mainly about. You want to kind of talk about and what's going on in the expat world.
yeah, well, like I said, it was funny because I saw it was trending, and a couple of people talked about it. Maybe you can show a little clip of it for a second.
I'm
Uh,
not. You're gonna have to do that. You the pro at that.
let me see. Let me see if I can find a quick clip of it.
Mm.
Uh, I
But
see.
maybe you can find. Maybe go ahead and describe what we gonna
So
be talking
basically, in essence, there was this white guy that went viral on I think it was TikTok, and he went to the Philippines. He's 55. He's in his upper 50s, and he went over there and got him a young wife, brought her back to the States, had two kids with her, and right when she got to the 2 years and got her paperwork, her and the kids is leaving his ass.
about.
So of course now he on TikTok crying and whining, saying his wife got Americanized 2 years to the day. So we wanted to talk about like,
So let me say this.
hmm?
If you can't get, I don't believe a woman can be or a man can be Americanized if they don't already have that in the back of their head what they planning on doing.
Right, they can't be exactly.
That's my opinion. Yeah,
No, that's exactly how I see it too. It's
he
like,
did. She didn't. She did. She already knew the plan, and she just had to go through with the plan.
yes, exactly. That's just it. I don't know why in 2024, 2025, these guys are still thinking somehow they are above the norm. So
the chosen one.
yeah, it's insane. And you
Or the
keep
blessed.
hearing
The
about
blessed.
these, you
Mm-hmm.
keep hearing about these stories, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. We used to call them back in the day, used to call them May December relationships. When an older woman and a young man, or an older man and a young woman. But pretty much everywhere since maybe in the last, you have to go back like 50, 60 years ago, shit, maybe even 70 years ago, where you saw it was never the majority of relationships, even in America, but there were a lot more of them in America 50, 60, 70 years ago, where you had guys with young brides, but there still wasn't the majority of relationships. The majority of relationships, even around the world, typically involve people almost of the same age.
Right.
People generally don't want to pair with somebody 30, 40 years different. The younger one don't want nobody that goddamn old. And if you're that old, the lack of maturity in your mate will quickly get on your goddamn nerves.
Yeah.
You can sit there and talk about how beautiful she are, but after a while, I'm a 60-year-old man. I'm tired of talking to a fucking 25-year-old.
Right. Or I'll say this, and I'm gonna use Kanye West as an example, and you're gonna see where I'm going with this. Okay. Kanye West's new wife, she does everything he tells her to do, and she do it by bend over, lay down and act like a dog, just kind of like on Coming to America. I mean, she does every. I mean, I guess
she's a goddamn pet. She's a pet.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it is, because and it's not normal. It's not normal in the human psyche to generally want to spend the bulk of your time around people that's not within your generation. We normally want to spend most of our time with people of our same generation.
So hold on 1 second. Let me say this. Stay on the Kanye West. Do you think people can Kanye West stay girls?
No, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. Though, first of all, it's not a huge percentage of relationships like that, because people inherently in their head, they know. Even when you look at these countries overseas, yeah, you see more of it over there, but still the majority of the people are with a spouse that's closer or within their generation. And when I say within their generation, usually within 10 years. Within 10 years, above or below, that's pretty much the spot where most people land. Because these are people that you go to school with as you grow up. That as your intelligence and your maturity grows, you want to be around people like that.
Right.
You don't want to be around it. I don't want to be talking, because other than that, people will still be hanging out with. You don't hang out with, talk to people with that's in middle school no more. Because you're like, what the fuck am I talking to them for? That's why I say, when I see these guys get in these relationships, I'm like, if that's such a normal thing, why aren't you hanging out with 25-year-old men? Right. But you're not. Right. All your male friends are your age. So everybody in your life is your age except the person you fucking.
That don't make no sense.
And that's enough to almost tell you that mentally, that's not what, but what it is. They look at the looks, the sex, and all these things. And I'm like, they have a lot of those relationships have high failure rates.
Yeah.
Have high failure rate. Then you add into it, you already saying, I look at it like this. I say, first of all, you start with having a interracial, intercultural relationship, which already has burdens, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm white or I'm black and she's Asian or she's this. That's already one thing. Then you might have different religious backgrounds. That's another hurdle. Why would you add 30 years difference? It just, all of those are just more and more weight on the wagon of the relation. And I'm not telling anybody that it can't work. I'm just telling you, they have a very high fucking failure rate
Right.
for
Right.
these reasons.
Let's try to focus on and hey, Rico, you on point. Let's make sure and remind me, Rico, let's read some of these questions. Tony says the new men of the world entitled mindset when it comes to intellectual strength and hustle. They speak all day but are just feeble in mind, my opinion, fellas.
That's the
Thanks,
truth.
brother.
That is the truth. And that's why I say, you know, and in this passport bro expat space, for whatever reason, I don't know why they think, well, since I'm going overseas, I'm 60, I'm gonna get me a 25-year-old. Like, motherfucker, you never had one here.
Right.
You
So,
never
yeah.
had one here. So
Right.
I'm trying to get them to understand you qualify for the same thing in these other countries that you qualify for here.
That's what I said.
The only thing your money does is it makes it easier for you to get what you still qualify for.
Right.
You don't qualify for a 10 if you never had a 10 here. If your ass was dating fives here, you get fives there. But what you can do, it's a lot easier to get the fives because you're financially secure. Now, can you go out and date a 9 or a 10? Sure. But you're just a fucking trick.
Right.
But that 9 or 10 over there no more wants you than the 9 or 10s here. And until people can start to accept, and I'm not saying that there are not outliers and things like that. Nothing is absolute. But I'm like, when you keep seeing all these high rates of failures, and especially when you keep seeing all these high rates of failure between these older guys, and it's a lot of it in the Philippines, Thailand, DR, I'm like, come on, guys, the handwriting is on the wall.
Yeah, you remember last year that black guy brought his wife back. They had a couple kids, and she ended up leaving him for a Dominican guy.
Okay.
Yo, man, I had to get on my phone, man. The damn my laptop is shit acting stupid, man.
That's all right, man. It's everybody. It's
Can
good
y'all
to
hear
see
me?
you, man. It's good to see you.
We got you loud and clear.
Y'all can't even hear me. This shit froze up. This shit.
We can hear you.
Hold on.
We can hear you. Yeah, sometimes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. Mm-hmm. Yes, I can hear
laptop, man. I had to get on my phone, man. Laptop fucked up.
Oh, you good, man. So, man,
but that's the gist. That's the main gist of it. Is like, I mean, I don't know why these clowns continue. I mean, the guy like now he's all upset because he's like, look, when you're on the video, he's like, oh, her in-laws was in it. Like, we was talking about, I mean, years ago, the in-laws tell a woman to leave. So now she done got the 2 kids. She got the damn green card. And she leaving his ass going back to the Philippines.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why the hell was you dating somebody 30 years younger than you or married to?
Right.
These niggas dumb.
Just dumb.
But it's that stuff we did. We was in high school like 17, 18 years ago. And I, first time I fell in love and we went through that phase, and then I couldn't eat, and I couldn't eat. My mama made me open up the windows because I wouldn't. My stomach was hurting. I was singing "End of the Road" about 20 times. The Boys to Men about 20 times in a row.
Is who gonna be? What's up, old country girl? How you doing?
Old country boy, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, old country girl.
Oh man, yapping enough.
That nigga be hating me everywhere I go.
Man, it's so good to see you, brother. Always good to see you.
He about to go to the Philippines, get him one of them young girls. He gonna be crying next. Oh, Rico, be nice, Rico. Be nice. I'm like, no, she left your old crusty ass. It's gonna happen to him. I'm trying to do you a favor, old country.
Hey, let me say this, guys. We gonna split. We're gonna have professionalism on Sunday, like more professional people on Sunday, but we're gonna on the weekdays we're gonna be giving these what do you call these passports?
We're gonna be telling more the goddamn truth.
Truth. There you go.
A little bit more unfiltered.
Went out.
Yeah, unfiltered.
Weekdays just a little less filtered.
Right.
I don't even play professional, just a little less. I mean, you ain't gotta filter. We don't have to filter everything. Some things just need to be said as is.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't who the hell felt sorry for them for the white boy when they saw him up there crying about it. Cause it's like,
see, Carl, y'all acting like y'all hard, but y'all was young. Troy, when you was young, look, Carl said, I've been there, John. I listened to the newest edition about 30 times and crying when I was 16, 17 years old. Y'all done been there before.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I could get this motherfucker 55. If he was crying about a 50-year-old woman, I'm like, okay, the man got his heart broke. I'm like, you out there chasing that young girl?
Hey, you know what it is? You know what it is, though? I'm a sum this up real quick. Like, a lot of guys are going overseas and they like that girlfriend experience. You know what I'm saying? Even though they may not even think that they getting the growth, they're paying the girlfriend experience, but she's playing in the Asia, the women are so nice, they're so kind, and you won't even know you getting played. Here, you gonna know you getting played because they just as some of them is just as ghetto as hell with the way they carry themselves. But them girls over there, they so nice, and it's easy to fall in love with an Asian woman over there because she gonna treat you so nice, she gonna talk to you so nice. And my man, and like we were saying, I think we need to start recording our off the camera conversations. But like we were saying the other day, we was like, look, if you are short, if you fat, if you bald like me, you're getting old like me, you are going to be short, fat, and old and ugly when you go overseas. There's no when you book that ticket on Southwest, you book the ticket on Delta, or you book the ticket on airline. When you hit that button, that doesn't automatically make you fine.
That's right.
And just because you taking a whole bunch of money over there, that don't make you fine. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so a lot of people, so a lot of people be talking.
Troy.
They be acting like they macking. Oh, I'm going overseas.
Right.
Listen,
let me say this, Troy, real quick. I'm sorry, you going right back in, Troy, but thanks for the super chat. So Troy, you got the next floor. You got the floor for the next 10 minutes. So go ahead, brother.
Nah, bullshit. Not for no $199. Tell that nigga you need to drop 20. Whole country, you need to drop $20.
So, honestly, like a lot of guys, you're lonely. I get it. You're lonely, and when you're going overseas, you think you found the one. I'm trying to put my phone on the gimbal, so you gotta excuse me. You're trying to go overseas, and I get it. I've been there where a lot of guys are going and where they want to be at. I've been there, but the main thing with me is I love myself. That's where you got to start. You got to start with loving yourself, because if you love yourself, you can see the disrespect coming. You can see and like with all these channels out here, all these experiences, guys telling you. And I know when he went over to the Philippines, he wasn't just hanging around her or just hanging around Filipinos. So it had to have been some expats there that should have told him, hey, listen, this is what's going on. How many times have you looked on YouTube and you've heard guys say, don't bring them back to the States?
Right.
You heard that so many times. You heard guys say so many times, don't take.
You mute, Troy. We don't hear you.
You went out,
Troy. Mute, Troy.
It was getting good. Don't
Troy,
take it.
You went mute. We can't hear you.
Troy.
We can't hear you, Troy.
But fill in until Troy come back in. He was talking about don't bring him back.
Can I talk now, old country boy?
Shut up. Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, come back. So, but yeah, Troy telling the truth. We talk about it all the time. Again, and I constantly say, you qualify overseas for what you qualify at home. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't have all this in abundance, and like Troy said, when you get off that plane, you the same person. Mm-hmm. You just got more money, and you can have access to live the fantasy momentarily, mm-hmm. but it's not anything that's permanent or real.
And we not. Then that's a good point. We're not talking about the guys that just trying to get it in and then go back home, you know, and go back to work. We're not talking about them. We talking about the ones that's falling in love. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah, because those and the thing is in Asia, especially in Thailand and the Philippines too, he ought to be a little bit, but I don't know how. He didn't say much about that, but I know in a lot of experiences, a lot of dudes in Thailand and Asia are losing houses and businesses.
I've heard that also.
You know, a lot of them. And Sister Heavenly, I did want to say you're absolutely right. Is the women are experiencing it, and they're probably going through it even worse. But it's the same thing, you know. If you a much older woman, I mean, if you're a 60-year-old woman and you ain't have no 20-year-olds chasing you in the States, and now you got them chasing you overseas, ain't your ass ain't got no younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that should just speak. That should just speak for itself.
Yeah, hey, old country boy, you're absolutely right. Troy, Rico always interrupt Troy, so we're gonna have him to talk some more when he come back on the panel.
Ain't nobody got to. Troy speaks as much as he fucking wants.
Hey, let me say, when I was coming up, my cousins and uncles was bringing those Filipino women back, and they only stayed with them for like, and I know some of them probably listening right now, so I ain't gonna say their names, but and they stayed with those women for like 2 years, 3 years, and then they would divorce those Filipino women. Like they would go to the Philippines, find a beautiful Filipino woman, come back, and then it'd just crash out. I just what is that the same thing? Do you think that's the same thing?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about they would divorce my military cousins and uncles.
The women would divorce them.
That's right.
I mean, when I was in the service, it was real bad for guys that was bringing wives back from Korea. Once they got back stateside, you know, they clicked up with their a lot of times their community in the States, and you would just first when I was in Korea, because first of all, a lot of the military guys were dancing ex-strippers, and I mean they were marrying ex-strippers and whores.
Did you get
same thing they do now? So
did you get with a Korean woman and like I'm talking about now? I ain't talking about sexually. I'm talking about like in relationship.
Hell no, I was married.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was married. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but I got with him sexually.
Dang, I wasn't
gonna marry none of them.
I wanted to see if you tried to bring one back. That's all I was.
Oh, hell no. But the guys that would bring them back, a lot of times because they were. Here's the thing: if you go overseas and you hook up with a hooker overseas, she ain't gonna stop selling pussy because she in the States.
Right.
When she come back to the States, and those were the ones that basically when they came back, they were still on base, and guys were still, you know, they were still hooking up with other GIs, and eventually, you know, the woman just left them because she didn't want to be with him in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to DMR. What's going on, brother? Mm-hmm. It's always good to see you, bro.
A lot of it was, I mean, all this stuff you could just see. You could see just, it's no surprise to this shit. This shit's been going on for 50 years. I think it's worse.
Right.
When you take, if you are an older person.
Right.
I said,
yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you, Troy. You good?
Oh, okay, bet. I don't know what, man. This some bullshit.
That fucking T-Mobile.
You said T-Mobile. What'd you say?
That's
fucking with you in that T-Mobile.
Nah,
you over there with that Dominican cricket.
Yeah, that Dominican Primetime told him to sign up on cricket.
Right. Primetime told me to sign up for the truth.
Hey, John says you have a lot of duck ass cats with passports being ducks. That's right, brother. I agree with you.
Listen, like I was saying before. I'm sorry, I got cut off. Before I was getting on my soapbox, but a lot of these dudes They lonely. They're lonely. That's the first thing. And what are you gonna do when you're lonely? First person come along smiling at you, you gone. You know what I'm saying? So what instead of just like saying, okay, you know what? I'm going overseas and I'm gonna take it slow and I'm gonna but you gotta have a I love myself attitude. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on some I'm feeling bad for myself and I'm down and out because they see you coming. It's like they trained to catch somebody out there like that. You know what I mean? It's like they're bred and they're taught. You know, always say that the Asian women and these Latin women, they're taught to be wise. But they're also taught to be foolish.
Oh, we lost you again, Troy.
That goddamn Dominican cricket.
It went out. It went out. Hey, John says I have two children with Dominican women and two Puerto Rican. The Dominicans almost shot me. That was over the Puerto Rican. Just wasn't shit. LOL. Both were married. Yeah, you out, Troy. I can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we can. We good. Go ahead.
Fucking
Keep going. Keep going.
fucking Dominic. I'm just going to have to hold my phone.
Put
But
200 pesos on that plan, nigga.
nigga, this is I got Altice. But listen, like I was saying, it basically boils down to a lot of people just being lonely, man. You lonely. The worst recipe to go overseas with is being lonely and being broke. Those are the two worst things you can do when you go overseas. Two worst things that you can do is going overseas lonely and broke.
Because you're
You know what I'm
desperate.
saying? Because you're desperate. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And you're gonna be amongst people that don't have they don't have the same funds, and they're gonna be out to get what little pennies you have. You see what happened? You see the cat. There used to be a song. One of my favorite groups growing up called BDP with KRS-One had called "Love's Gonna Get You,"
Mm-hmm.
and you see what happened to that white dude that said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go to the south of the Philippines where they tell you not to go." Where the Muslim people up there tell you not to be, and I'm gonna take my white ass down to the Philippines and get me a Muslim wife, even though I'm not Muslim. And they told his ass to leave. I'm like, yo, the signs are on the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start thinking to ourselves, we are looked at, we're preyed upon. You know what I mean? It's the flip side to it because you got people that are coming out here and preying upon foreigners when they get to these different countries and trying to take advantage of them. But it's a double-edged sword. They are preying upon you, and they can smell you coming a mile away. I see it all the time. You see the 70-year-old guy with the 25-year-old girlfriend, a
Oh,
30-year-old
the guy
girlfriend.
in the wheelchair, the black guy.
Nah, I'm talking about where I live at.
Oh, okay, got you,
You,
got
you
you.
see you see you see that a lot. You see that a lot. And
Oh, right.
then they in heaven. It's the whole time she's just,
Milk.
what I mean, taking advantage of him, milking him. And I think,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, but you gotta,
leaving, going,
yeah.
going with her other boyfriend and coming back.
Man, did you God, because I've been in these Facebook groups online and WhatsApp groups. There was a guy in Puerto Plata that was like 60 something, had him a young girl. She gets pregnant by her boyfriend that she's been with the whole time he was with her.
That's crazy.
And he still takes care of the kid.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, we have to, we as men and as travelers,
I
and
hadn't heard
even
about
women,
that one.
and even as women, we got to look ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what? Am I going to allow myself? Do I hate myself that much that
That's crazy.
I'm going to allow this person to disrespect me?
Yeah,
Do I dislike myself that I'm just going to accept anything from this person just for the sake of not being alone? It's because people don't love themselves. Me, I told my ex, you don't even have to love me. Because
You gotta
I think we
respect
like,
me.
yeah, you don't have to love me. You just gotta respect me. That's it.
Yeah.
I love myself enough for the both of us.
But
I go to the movies by myself. I go out to eat by myself. I buy myself shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no,
let me,
just respect me.
but my
all right,
question is,
let
go
me
ahead.
let me say this real quick. I'm sorry, Rico. I don't believe this right here. Gary says a lot of Dominican women don't like Dominican men. I think the other way around.
I will say this. I will say to that comment.
That's what they'll tell a
Every
fucking gringo.
woman, that's what they tell
A
us.
gringo,
Mm,
exactly.
That's what they
that's
tell
it.
us.
Tell
Because
us.
I've heard, man,
They tell us
I've
that
heard
shit.
that. Yeah, I've heard that so many times from
You know
women.
why they tell you this shit? Is to sell this image that the gringo you special. Right? That's all part of that. You know, they play that fucking head
Nah,
game on
you
your
know
ass
what they tell
to make
me?
you believe. Oh,
Nah,
I'm like all these fucking Dominican women with all these Dominican men, and you want me to believe y'all don't? Get the fuck out of here. That's
nah. What it is they say that. See, it's and this is a conversation I like to have
she got
with the
4 kids by Dominican men, but tell me she
yeah.
don't
This
like
is a
Dominican men.
conversation that I like to have with the fellas because I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend anybody or the
Yeah,
ladies,
right.
but it's simple math. There are more women on this planet than there are men, right?
Mm-hmm,
And when you living in a country like this where you don't have legal abortions, you can still
mm-hmm,
get one out here, but they don't have legal abortions out here. So there's going to be your birth rate. You're going to birth more girls than you are boys.
mm-hmm.
So there's not enough men to go around for all the women. So the men here, they're gonna play. It's simple math. It's the same thing all over the world. There are more women than there are men. So it's simple math, and you cannot argue math. You can't put your feelings into math. So if you're not gay or you're not or and you're into men, what are you gonna do when there's no men? You gonna mess with somebody else's man. You see
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So the Dominican men can have their cake and eat it down here because there's so many women. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to my ex. My ex had said one time because my ex she was beautiful, but she's kind of I ain't gonna call her the B word, but she makes money out here as opposed to other Dominicans. Her ex husband, she told this is when I knew how crazy it was. She told me, she said he had lost his job and he had too many women. I was like, too
Damn.
many women. So basically, she was saying it was okay if he had a little bit of women, but now I saw a picture of the dude. This dude looked like he like 6'4", Rico Suave looking dude. So he
He
was
was so
getting. I knew
disrespectful.
he was getting to it. He was getting to it. So she said he had too many. I said, so you saying I can have a couple of women? But if like I'm telling you from the single
Mm-hmm.
guy aspect and being around other single guys, that's how it is.
Well,
Like
let me
these
ask
dudes
you this,
got a lot of women, and that's why I hear Dominican women say they prefer us
because we're
over
more
because
not
we not because
right.
we I don't think a lot of us are in a position to play because one, a lot of the relationships are, oh, I think you back in the States, I'm here, it's
Mhm.
all good. I ain't tripping. But a lot of us here, we get here, we don't have friends, a lot of friends here. We don't have a big community. But over time, we start to get that, and then we like, oh shit, there's some women out here. Let me not just, what I'm saying, let me look around and see what I can do. But the men just have more women here. So when you go into these places and there's all these women, the men are gonna play. So that's why the Dominican women say, oh, I can't stand Dominican men because the men here, it's a patriarch society.
Mhm.
The men have the money. The
Mhm.
men get a little aggressive here. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't want to offend nobody, but there's a lot of I didn't. I'm gonna say it with a T. I didn't see it myself with my own eyes. Dude to just he'll warm his woman's face up in public and won't nobody say a damn thing.
It was in that paper I get. They were talking about the high rate of femicide in the
It's
country.
man, I seen a video.
Very high rate of femicide in the DR.
Yeah, and
High
if you
teen pregnancy.
right,
In the paper I get every day, coach.
right,
They
yeah,
was
The
and
email.
from the
Yeah.
Dominican,
Right.
Listo
right,
Dario. So this is where I'm getting my information from, not
Right.
yeah,
America, from the DR. It
Right.
tells me this shit every
Every week.
day. That lawyer
Yeah.
sends out that email. Listen, and I read the stuff. I
Right.
read
right.
it. So that's where I get all my
Miss,
data and
hey,
facts
Miss
from. So I
Miss
know.
Miss Miss Heavenly says them Dominican women love their Dominican men. They only go for the white foreigners for the finesse fact.
Nah, that's not.
Finances,
I
money.
put a
Oh,
nah.
that is
I would say, of course. I mean, do you love the men that's in your culture and your race? I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would, because your father's Dominican, so I would hope. I mean, their fathers are. I would hope that they love Dominican men. They see us as an opportunity to get out of their situation, and along the way, they might catch feelings for you. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Maybe. But initially, they
Mm-hmm.
hear that English rolling out your mouth. It's like, oh shit. So you have to put, like my man that just got duped by that young girl out in the Philippines. You need to start thinking with some sense. I'm damn near 60. I'm dating somebody that could probably be my granddaughter
Right.
or my daughter. Do you really think, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, where's your friends at? Because if any of you two would have come tell me I got this young girl, I'm feeling her, we gonna have a conversation.
Right.
I'm gonna pull my license out, and I'm gonna pull the couch out, and I'm gonna sit in the chair, and we're gonna sit and have a real serious. I'm gonna get my notepad out. We're gonna do the pros and cons. We're gonna draw up the pie chart. We're gonna do all that
So
because
let
I
me
need
ask
to
you
get
this.
yeah.
And speaking about that situation with the guy, because this is the thing where I always get, I see a high crash rate in these relationships with this huge gap. Very
Why?
few of them
Yeah,
are successful. Very few of them.
I
I'm
got
like,
my
you have
shades
a
on.
greater chance that if you are a 60-year-old dude, it's 45 and 50-year-old women in
Man,
this country.
I don't know
Why
about
you
the
got one
Philippines.
20-year-old?
Listen, I'm gonna tell
And
you
you have a
something.
higher
I
chance
ain't,
of
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna put my man out there.
go ahead. Let
My
Troy
man,
talk.
my man.
I co-sign
We
on what
gonna we
Troy
gonna
about to
leave
say. I
because I know
co-sign
my
on it. Go ahead.
yeah I know my homie is watching right there, and we gonna leave his name out. Me and him were supposed to do a show the other day. But listen, I tell my older guys this all the time. It's like an untouched market. These are the baddest grandmothers I've ever seen in my damn life.
40,
The,
50,
the
60.
baddest, the baddest, the bad. I didn't see some
and they
50.
can't get a fucking man.
I didn't see because
And they
here,
gonna cook and clean and do everything for you.
listen, because here, Rico, because here, there's no abortion. There's a new batch coming every year. Somebody's turning 18, turning 19, turning 20. And these dudes, the older dudes like, you know what?
Stuck on them young
You
girls.
30 years old. Let me get you up out of here. And that's why and my man's I told him, I said, man, you got rookie of the year. He didn't been here for a year. I said, man, you got rookie of the year. And I'm gonna tell you, and this is my man, I love him to death, and I don't like to fool with nobody's women, but he done had some lookers over 40. This bad, like bad, bad. And I told my little brother, I said, man, if I wasn't so vain, I'd have been this settled down by now and had me something and chilling. But my thing is I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity because every time I get into a relationship, I get serious about something. Please, chat, don't kill me. Dominican route, don't kill me. But every time I start feeling something, I see something else like yeah, and then I get her number and
It don't change. It
But
don't change when you
look,
get
John, let
married.
me
Rick.
say
It
this.
don't change when you get married, Troy.
But John, let
no,
me say
no,
this.
I'm saying like I'm trying. I'm literally. I told Roberto. I said, man, 2025. I'm gonna settle my ass down and stop
We're gonna
playing.
find you a good woman, nigga.
No, no, no,
Hey,
no, 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 no.
we're gonna find you a good woman.
I decided this. I sat
We
and
need to get your
I
ass out in the
sat.
streets.
No, no, I prayed on this. I don't want a good woman. She can be foul as shit. I want a rich one. Let me get a rich. I've been listen. Last
If we
week
get one of them, we keeping that motherfucker.
I'm out.
I
Listen,
get a rich one, I'm keeping her.
Well, no, hold up, bro. You
I'm
so
in the village. I'm in the village.
I had a rich one, and you and Rico got mad at me.
Man,
Rich in what?
I've had a millionaire woman, and before
She got rid of your ass.
you smoking, you crazy.
What are you talking about? You ain't had nothing in the DR.
I said in the United States.
Oh, okay. And the one in the US got rid of your ass.
All right.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. We did
Yeah,
talk
she
about
got
that.
rid of his ass.
We did talk about that.
He came
But
home.
listen,
Hey, he came
No.
home and the key didn't work.
No, y'all
listen.
two was jealous,
But
and
I'm
y'all two
telling,
was
I was
jealous
definitely
and told
jealous
me
because
to
I'm
leave.
not.
Like,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm getting older. I already got stuff, and I joke and I say that, but this is the reality of that because this is what I'm running into. Like I done met some beautiful women, and things would be going great, things would be going smooth, and then all of a sudden, out the blue, their uncle needs a leg. He's going to get his leg cut off, and he needs a leg, and I'm like, damn man, we was doing so good till you try to play me. So I'm like, damn man, I'm talking. We might be a month in, 2 months in. Now you trying to play me for a punk ass $150? Like, damn man.
So,
So
but like,
yeah,
let me ask you this. So now think about this, right? Because this is the thing I keep getting stuck on when I look at these old cats with these young girls. I'm like,
yeah.
why are they keeping gravitate? Like you said, all those beautiful
It's
grandmothers out
it's
there,
some
right?
it's some man, bro.
Fine, great shape, everything, right? And I think
Yes,
you got this.
yes,
So T
yes.
Rolo T, you're right. The older ones are stuck in their ways. The young
Man.
ones are just as fucked up. So they're
Listen, I
both
don't
fucked
want.
up. Different.
Why you? I have a daughter, right? I
Yeah.
raised my daughter. Why in the and I know how young women are.
Hey,
I have a young daughter.
right.
Why in the hell would I want to date somebody the same age as my daughter? I got a daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just
And I
it's
love her,
sad.
but I get tired of talking to her.
Yeah, my daughter gets on my nerves. And then like how am I date somebody? How am I date somebody younger than my daughter? Like what that people just think about they self, they penis, and they getting some good sex. You don't look at the overall picture like I can't. And then like, my mom is still alive. So
Mhm.
I can't bring no 20-year-old to my mom. She gonna look at me like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Then look, then the crazy part is I ask myself when I see the guys, right? I say, well, the only person that's that young that they're around is the person they fucking. So you can't
Right.
tell me that you want to be around young people because it's young dudes. You ain't hanging out with them. So
No.
you know the mentality doesn't fit. And that's why I say
Oh,
it creates a high failure rate. And it's just as bad
yeah.
for her as it is for you.
You're dealing with a child, man.
Yes.
You're dealing with a child, and that child is still being guided by her parents, and her parents they put the game plan down. Get him, get to the states, divorce his ass, and you can't like how many times have we seen cats say don't bring them back to the states? You know what I'm saying? But these cats is just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna bring her back to the states, and it's gonna be different with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like that person the person that decided to smoke crack for the first time. It ain't gonna hook me. I can hit it one time. I'll be good. Ninja, you didn't seen it. You seen this play out
Right.
time and time and
Mhm.
time again. Like
Right.
this guy's so bad with me. Like I've been trying to holler at. I've been talking to women in the states, man. Like that's been my play. And my new thing now is I've been catching sisters coming out here on vacation.
Oh, a
Like
lot.
I
Like
didn't.
crazy.
Oh my! They
Like
come. Listen,
crazy.
Punta Cana is like the Sasua for the sisters, and
Right.
y'all
Right.
don't know that. Y'all don't. They coming out here getting.
Me and
They
me
coming out here for
and
that.
Spending
me and
money.
them me and
They
them
coming out.
Spending
They
money.
they coming out here for that. So I'm out there. I'll be at the beach chilling. I talk to them. I'm like, "What you doing?" I'm just down here for a couple of days. Well, I live down here. I'm like, come by the crib and get a couple of drinks. Okay.
hey,
You don't.
yeah, just yesterday,
Yeah.
boy, just
Yeah. Yeah.
yesterday, we was in
Shit.
Juan Dolio yesterday, day before yesterday, and we were sitting down having dinner, me, Dominga, and so, and
Right.
a lady walked up and she said, Coach John from the Dominican route. I say, yeah, I said that's us, and she gave me a big hug and everything, and she said, she said, oh, that's your wife, Dominga. So good to meet you. I said, yeah, let's get a picture so I can put you on the channel. She said, no, I don't
Right.
supposed to be here. I don't supposed to be here. I don't supposed to be here. I got
Oh shit.
Just, and listen, I know it might we this is considered this is considered listen. This is considered the travel space, right? We're gonna
right,
consider this the travel space. This is my gripe with the creep cameras, right?
Oh,
Some of these people are not supposed to be here.
right,
Some of
yeah.
these brothers ain't supposed to be in
that's
Sasua.
why I
You know what I'm
asked. That's why
saying?
you, yeah, that's why
Whether
you,
whether it's
So they
whether it's
try
whether it's
shit.
whether it's yeah, whether it's they married, they got a girl, their job,
Yeah.
whatever. They not supposed to be here. But
Right.
you out here with these cameras and you filming
Trust me.
everybody's system likes and view. You
Yep.
try. You like the you like the
Look,
police.
but this the other part, right,
Trying to make
Troy?
some money, trying to
So
get content.
I go back to the other part, right? So even I want to touch on that part about the whole thing where they all start hollering about you can't bring them back, you can't bring them back, you can't bring them back. And I'm like,
No,
but my thing is this, I'm like, if you can't bring them back, then that means you got the wrong fucking one. Because the
you
bottom
got the
line is
wrong one.
you got the wrong one because any woman I've ever had, I could take that motherfucker anywhere on this earth. And I ain't got to worry about no woman leaving me. Because I can keep a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep a woman in any motherfucking country. I'm
It's
that dude.
you got
But
the
you know,
swag.
but you know what, Rico though.
I know I got
We
the right
we talked
one,
about it yesterday.
and
You
I
forgetting your
stay in my
point.
lane.
You forgot the point that you brought up yesterday, Rico. That's why I said we need to. I wish we could. The phone conversations are way better than this.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yesterday, Rico, you said
Mm-hmm.
what happens when they get back to the States is they realize you not that guy.
Mm.
And then if you taking her to your town and she, like I said, just because you buy that ticket doesn't unfat you, it doesn't unshort you, it doesn't unbulge you, it doesn't
Lame you. None of
it doesn't unlame you, it doesn't unugly you.
That's
So
right.
when she gets you back to when you get her back to where you from, and she see the dude come through in that X65 with them things on it, and he
And then
got bread,
them
and
dope
he's
boys,
young, and
them
he's
dope boys
yeah.
coming through. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's a younger guy. He's because you know most of he's an older guy trying to bring him back, and it's
Mhm.
this young boy that's around her age,
Right. So
and he might and listen, and don't be in an area that people that are from where she's from,
So T
and
Ron,
oh
you
she
said how
and
many? Oh,
she see young Carlos from the
the
DR
Latinos. Oh yeah,
From Santo
that's it.
Domingo that's
and
get and he's
he
get
speaks and he speaks Spanish.
you
Your
ain't
ass
even
is
going
fine.
you ain't even gonna know what he's saying to her.
Right.
You know what
So
I'm
that's what I
saying?
said. I
Man,
don't
hold
know
up, hold
why.
on 1 second. One second. And y'all forgive me. I watched what's that movie? What's that show called? 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's one of the most beautiful black girls I have ever seen. That
That was dating the Dominican dude.
and he left her for
Yeah. She
a
was a
Spanish
doctor.
girl.
She was a doctor, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
she's a doctor.
no,
She
no,
A
the
was a
mama,
doctor,
doctor.
I think
the
she was a
mama
doctor.
was a doctor. She was a doctor, but
She was the
that girl,
doctor.
she was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I mean, we live out here, man.
Yeah.
Come
What you mean?
on.
She
She
was all
was
right.
all
You know
right.
your numbers,
She
coach.
didn't have. She didn't.
We talk about your grading
She
scale.
was a. She was. Let me ask
There you
everybody
go.
on here. That girl was a
She was all
9.
right.
She didn't have
She
no
was all right.
BBLs
Troy,
or nothing.
Troy,
She was.
what you told me, Troy? Whatever number coach come up with, take 2
Hey,
away.
everybody,
Subtract
y'all know
2.
who I'm talking about. All 45 people on here. What was that girl on 90
Everybody don't watch
Day?
that mess.
Yes, they do. They do. They know a girl. The one that Drake.
I know exactly what you talking about.
I
She
know
The
what
one
you're
that,
talking about.
yeah.
You know what? You know what? Damn.
She
All
was a
right,
9. She was a 9.
all
She
right.
was a
I'm gonna
doctor,
give
though.
you because I'm starting to remember the show. I do remember her having on like some green workout shit. She is kind of fine.
Yeah, she's nice.
Kind of.
She is kind of fine. She's kind
Y'all
of
rate
fine.
her.
I
Hey,
forgot.
everybody rated
And
the
she was
45
like
people.
she
Y'all
was in
rated.
the
She was a 7, 8, 9, or 10.
yeah, she was in the fitness
Chantel,
and
that's it. That's
everything.
it. That's
Give
it.
them some 9 or 10. Knock it off.
Man,
I'm
that
not
girl
gonna
was
give her
nice.
no 9 and
9
10.
or 10. See
I
how
give
And you
her
y'all
know
a 9.
take
what? You
away
know
too?
what?
I'm giving her a 9.
We know you
Homeboy,
are.
homeboy, he didn't grow up around so many beautiful women. That was just an opportunity for him. He wasn't
Yeah.
because like you got it, man. I'm telling you, like I don't want to underestimate. I don't want to underspeak the amount of beautiful women on this island.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and we got beautiful women in the states. I keep saying the states has got every
What your
states
boy
got
say?
everything.
He was a mid-7.
But the only
Yeah.
thing I say, but Troy, this is what I'm saying though. I'm telling every man,
Uh-huh.
stay within your generational range, 5 to 7 years above or below, because
No,
that
I'm gonna give
that
you the
increases
advice.
your chances of
No,
being
no.
successful.
That ain't even the blueprint.
But I'm telling, no, I'm not
The
saying the
blueprint is no. The
go ahead.
blueprint is deal with the woman who loves and wants you.
You.
Because if you out here chasing,
Everybody gonna have like
it's not gonna happen. You
That's gonna
cannot
be a
you
person.
can't you cannot chase a woman on this island. You have if you want yourself a good woman, you have to be introduced to that woman from a family member or a friend. And that friend, family member and friend are not going to introduce you to no good woman if they know you out here playing. I,
Yes.
I done had listen, I got plenty of Dominican friends. Not many, but I got some professional Dominican friends. And I asked my yo man, you ain't. They be like
And they
Troy.
be like,
They're
nope.
like Troy.
I know what you're
You playing?
doing.
I know
Nope.
you Troy. You playing? That's my
Nope.
cousin. They not
Yep.
gonna put you on to their hey baby. They're not gonna put you on to their sister and their cousin and their aunt because they
But
know you
even
playing.
they
even
know
in
what you
that
do.
though, you're absolutely right. Like who likes you,
No,
they put you on, but
like
still don't be
like
jumping with somebody. If they bring somebody 30 years younger than you, don't no.
like
Just
who loves you. That's
Yep.
the
right.
thing.
And
Like who
still
loves
there's certain things you want to keep like
Yeah, that
you. Yeah.
my age.
Yeah, you wanna, and if you just want a peaceful life, man, because man, you don't want to get your heart broke, man. Like you can get
Mhm.
your heart, you can really get your heart. Hold on, I'm trying to look at the chat, but you can really get your heart broke out here, man. And I see it. A lot of older guys, because there's some beautiful women, but you got some old players. You got some old players out here though. Not every older guy is getting taken advantage of. I didn't. There's some players out here that's older
Yeah,
that
but
know
they're not marrying.
they know the
They,
game. They not
they
falling in
know the
love.
game, right? They're
They
not
not
falling for
falling
the
in
game.
love. They just out here. They out here. It
But you
is
know,
what it is.
our guy, he's a player and he's an old head, straight player, but he ain't falling no love.
Nah,
what's his
I ain't
name?
gonna say. I ain't
What's
know
his
But
what.
name?
No. I'm not. Nah, cause see, me and him had personal conversation.
I'm messing with
he
you.
a player to me,
He gets play.
right?
But me and him had this conversation. We just had this conversation the other day. It's
He
the
better not tell him no
it's
love.
time. It's time consuming and it costs. It's the
Yeah, it
cost
does.
and the time. So he's
That's
like, man, I ain't trying to. He's in a good space now. He's chilling. He ain't. And one thing about my man, he trust me and believe you ain't messing with nothing ugly. So he
and what I'm saying is he never gonna come to us with the I think I'm in love because he know he gonna get talked to. Like, bro,
um.
sit on the
Nah,
couch. We need to talk.
he can have that conversation with me. I ain't going to judge him. You know what I'm saying? He
So
can have that
we gonna
conversation.
vet.
We gonna vet. We
We
definitely
gonna
gonna vet.
vet. That's
We
what
gonna
I'm
definitely
saying.
vet. Yeah, we
You
gonna.
ain't
But
bringing no
see,
20-year-old. Hell no.
nah. I wouldn't even let him go
That's
out
what
like
I'm
that.
saying.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't let. I wouldn't let anybody. I wouldn't let any of
Nah.
y'all go out like that because I'm gonna pull you to the side. Like, we going. Look, I'm coming. It's gonna be weird. You're gonna come to. I'm like, I need to see you at the crib. Ain't gonna be no TV on, no radio on. I might even have a suit on when you come in. Have a seat on the couch. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Let's get.
Troy, and Troy, when I started dating Dominga, you was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you that you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. That's
Oh yeah, man.
yeah.
Cause
And
listen,
Rico said the
yeah,
same thing. He's like, okay, you got a good one. I
gotta
tell you,
go,
if you
man.
had you she was playing you. You gotta
I'm
go.
gonna tell you because I don't for one I make it I try to make it my business not to be in nobody's woman's face.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna tell you, hey yo, bro, uh that
But
ain't
we not even built like
But
that.
look,
But
but here's the thing though.
that ain't it. That ain't it.
right,
That's
Troy,
right,
it.
right,
Troy.
right,
No,
right.
I'm glad you brought yourself up because here's a perfect example. The first two gals,
Yeah,
the first two gals. See, you and Domingo only a couple of years apart, right?
right. 3,
How much younger was that first gal?
14,
How
14,
many years?
14, goddamn boy.
See,
wait. No,
see,
about
you.
12. I'm trying to lessen
No,
it.
she a little younger than that. He was chasing. See what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah,
she stole all your shit.
no,
Listen,
not that one. I'm talking about the one before that.
Okay, but then that one too stole all
Not
your
the
shit.
not the one that stole
hey
my
yo,
George Lucas
The
dream.
one that
I had
stole
to
your shit was young too.
I had to pull the chat up, man. The
Yeah,
chat in here tripping. He said
Right.
Pastor Troy is into the building.
that's right.
But Troy,
Ain't no more
see,
playing GA. You heard?
when you go chasing them young girls, you chasing them young problems.
You chasing young problems.
Because they
That's a
got
fact.
their
That's a
head
fact.
space is in a different place than where you are. You're more mature.
Yeah.
So you piss off a young girl, first thing she want to do is tear your shit up. An older woman gonna want to talk.
Right.
Listen, the thing is, listen, the older women are giving some of these younger girls a run for their money. So you can't say I want a young girl because I want something looking young or something good, man. But I also say you're gonna get what you get. Whatever you deserve, you're gonna get. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because the information is out there, especially because I know you're looking at YouTube before you come down here. You're going to do some research of where you're going. I know you're in the travel space. You done heard the horror stories, but you can't think to yourself, it's not gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be more careful. And then you got finance. I done heard some horror stories. Horror. Like dudes
I
getting
wonder
not
why.
dudes getting killed for real estate
But
for
if
for,
you,
for businesses.
no,
Hmm.
oh man, I've heard that too, Troy. But I wonder
Oh
why.
man, and before we go any further,
Go ahead,
I'm
go
like,
ahead.
I want to, cause I don't want to forget a story that really rocked me to my core was that nice British lady up in Puerto Plata that was a teacher. She done taught so many of the Dominican kids up there, and then she went and got herself a young boyfriend, and the young boyfriend and his sons from the first wife killed the woman, wrapped up, and took her in the mountains or somewhere. And man, bro, horror stories, man. We not, what I mean, we laughing and we can
Right.
joke,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I
That's
really,
serious.
I really, like when I see men getting played, I'm
Hmm.
like, all right, you should know better. But for the women, I feel so much, I feel so bad for them, man. Like I feel bad for them, man, because these dudes,
Why do you feel bad for the women?
because women, like, you they prey on them. It's
And the
not it's
thing is,
not love. It's not love. You know what I'm saying? It's not love. And then like another thing is the balance is always off
yeah.
because that we're provide and protect, right?
Hmm.
So when you get up under a woman and she taking care of you, she's more like your mom, man. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? That's that don't the dynamic doesn't work when you are taking
But
care of her.
it's also that I would say this to my old my old heads, men and women, both equally.
Yeah,
When you get up in the years, like where something like this guy was damn near my age,
right.
I'm 60. There was an old OG up north in the 60s. Let me tell you something. When you get when you make a mistake and get run through by them young folk, we don't get the rebound like when we was in our 20s and 30s.
Right,
You-
right, right,
You've
I
right.
was in
wasted
20s
you've
and 30s
wasted
and I
valuable
went through the
time.
Right.
force. I could rebound back faster. If I went through that shit today, I got to go out. I got to because
Carl,
you don't have that rebound ability.
that's
So
right.
you have to be smarter and wiser. You have to
Carl
put the
said they
fucking
they
heart.
don't have the thanks, Carl. They don't have
Yeah.
the same mindset. Thanks,
So
brother.
all
Yeah.
I would say is,
Thank you, Heavenly.
let me say this: as an older man and older woman, and if we're looking for love, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, we got to be smart enough to take our heart, put that shit in the
In your
drawer,
back, put it in your back
in your
pocket.
right pocket, and say the hell with love. And you got to think it all the way through because we don't have the rebound potential. It's so much to lose. It's just it is one we on the last shot.
Yo,
You know what
hold
I'm
on.
saying?
Especially
Let
you,
me let me
especially
let
you,
me let me
Rico.
let me touch on what old country boy said. He said, I think the convo is too zoomed in on age and not where did you meet her. Most guys can't speak Spanish and meet most of the women in the wrong places. What do I always say when I meet somebody and they say, I got a girl in DR or my girl? The first thing I ask them, where'd you
What's
meet
your
her at?
name? Yeah.
No. Where'd you meet her at?
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I ask them, where does she work at?
Right,
And the third thing I asked you, does she speak English or do you speak Spanish?
right.
That'll let me know everything I need to know about your relationship.
Yeah,
That lets me know
that's
when
crazy. You
and
asked
look,
yeah,
they won't say
where
they
you met
won't
the finger at.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
they won't say I met her in Sasua. They'll say
Nope.
I met her in Puerto Plata.
Yep.
Re-
Yep.
Really? Really?
Yep.
You met her in Puerto Plata? Okay. Or they won't say I met her on a dating site. I met her on a dating site. They won't say I met her on Tinder. Or
what's
I met
wrong
her
with
on,
meeting them on the
They say
dating
I
site?
met at the mall, some
yeah,
lie
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Just where was she working at? Nigga, listen, you was paying for the box. Let's just put all the cards out there.
And fell in love.
You was paying for the box. It got good to you. You got the right idea. baby, you ain't got to do this no more. It's no
Yep.
different than
Right.
the dudes that be trying to pull the strippers out the strip club.
Same
You ain't got to do this no more. I'm gonna take care of you. But
thing.
she's at the Howard Johnson doing private dances on the
Mhm.
low.
And let me
She yeah.
listen, Troy, and you had faded out when I asked Rico this. I want you to answer this.
Mhm.
Kanye West's new wife,
Yeah, Bianca.
she do anything for him. She
Oh yeah, for
any,
sure.
anything. So I think those guys want they want a Bianca type woman that a lot of them do. Do you agree with that?
Hell yeah. Who wouldn't?
But why what's the difference? What's the difference? Why Bianca do everything?
Because he got bread.
Oh,
And he's
But,
famous. And
but
he's famous.
what do you call that though, Troy? A woman that
Um,
would do that
a woman that would do that,
to
I would.
that level, to that degree, the way she does it.
Oh man, I mean, like it's borderline the sub.
I call it a pet.
a
I
How
call
pet.
you
it a
call it?
pet.
You call it a what?
A pet.
Yeah,
A pet? Yeah, like it's
P.
like a
Like
sub. Like
me. It's
you know,
right.
like
like me.
Like
Yeah.
you got the dominatrix, and then you got the sub. They just
like
do
on
That's
everything.
it.
coming to America. Bark
Right.
like a dog.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
pet.
but Kanye, but see, and I listen,
But he's weird
ladies,
and he wants
ladies,
that shit.
ladies, don't get mad at me. Do not get mad. And I'm not saying all of y'all, but for that change, you gonna forget about how short. It's like just like when they come out here for that month, for the right amount of money, you're gonna forget how short he is. You're gonna forget how much his feet stink. You're gonna forget how much his breath stink. You're gonna forget about how ugly he is. If he put that money in your face and you thinking to yourself, well shit, I'll just date this cat for a little bit, get a couple bags. He come meet you the first date, he got a Birkin bag, a $20,000 bag. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna act?
But here's the thing, though,
Yeah.
Troy and Coach. There's the part you left out. You keep bringing up the Kanye. I don't think most men. Kanye's a fucking narcissist.
He's
Most
terrible.
men are not living like that because they
He's
don't even.
got yeah, he got
Even
mental
if you
health.
got money, nobody wants to be that much in control of nobody. I
Right.
He's,
don't want to
he's,
have that much control of nobody. That they.
he's but see that's
That's
because
some
of
weird shit.
Kanye acts that way, in my opinion. If I had to assess Kanye, if I had to professionally assess that Kanye acts that way because he's not happy with himself.
That's it.
With all that money, all that stuff he's got, he's not the lashing out, the way he acts, the way he talks to people, is he's speaking from his insecurities. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why he acts the way he acts. All the money in the world ain't it's not gonna unlame you, like we just
Ain't
said.
gonna lame you.
When Kanye goes, he's still all the money he's got, he's still a dickhead. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He's still
Yes.
gonna be an ass. The money ain't gonna change it. It's just gonna bring it out more. It brings
And
out
then
more of who you are.
and he's just gonna
Yes.
crash out even worse when his relationship with his kids get more fucked up with all that toxicity because they're growing up watching and seeing this shit. I don't think their mother's any better, but that's just them. That's why
The
I just
women,
want to
yo,
touch on that. And
old
I just want to
country.
say this, old country, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to make it all about the age thing. We specifically leaned in on the age thing because that was just around the story with this guy. It was the 30-year age gap in a relationship. And we've seen a lot. I would say like 85% of those relationships that have that big age range don't make it.
Well,
Most of them
okay,
fail.
all right. Y'all know I don't know this guy's name. What about this old guy? And I'm subscribed to his channel. I can't think of his name. He in the wheelchair. His mouth turned side. Looked like he had a stroke.
In the Philippines.
That Filipino woman pushing
Yeah.
him around. Is
Yeah.
that real? What's going on with that?
That's
Man,
real. He
listen,
all fucked up. All them strokes and shit.
listen, man. I'm gonna tell you.
David. His name is
I'm
David.
gonna tell you. Asian women. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What? My dog ain't even moving. Go do something. Man. Listen, Asian women, they love on you, man. Like I know some people that are married to some Chinese women that date Asian women. Their love and the way they take care of you is like next level. It's like here times four. Their love and devotion, the way they take care of you is so. But what
She love him.
he's in
Love
the
him.
Philippines.
No,
She love.
replace
She
that word
love
love.
him.
No, because be honest with you, a lot of times
Yeah,
it's not love. they come from a culture of service.
Service, yeah. I take
So
yeah. Oh,
so
let me tell you a story real
okay.
quick. My man Gene. This is why I would really hit me to Filipino women. My man Gene. I hadn't lost contact with him. He was a brother from the military that I met when I came down here. Ex Special Forces Academy. We was talking up in Sasua one time, and he had a Filipino girlfriend, and she was younger. He was like in his 60s, and he was funny. Gene was real as hell. He said, "Man, he said, does she know me? Does she love me? Man, hell, I don't know, but she takes care of me, man. I'm getting older." So, bro, we on the beach in Sasua, and he's talking to us, and she always carried around a backpack, looked like Dora the Explorer. She always had a backpack on. She was real cool too, real cool. I liked her. She spoke English, cool as hell. Jay, name was Jay. My man is talking to us. He's starting to sweat because it's hot. You know, we in DR. She reached into her bag,
Oh yeah.
pulled out a towel while he's talking. She's wiping the sweat off of his face. I was like, oh my God. I said, OG. I said, man, come on, man. He said, bro. He said, true, I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting older, man. He said, man, she takes care. He said, I met her family. He said, I'm older than her parents. He said, they gave us our blessing. He said, I take care of her. She takes care of me. And but Gene is a realist. He's
Right.
not he's not thinking she loves me or I'm just some Mac. That's what we gotta stop
I-
doing when
yeah.
we come to these countries. Stop thinking you macking. You're not macking.
But it's
You're
what
not
I
macking.
go. It
Yeah.
goes to what I always say, Troy. And I can tell Coach, you know how I always say, people have got to stop romanticizing these other places. We
Yeah.
project romantic notions about, oh, the Filipinos and the Thai and the, I'm like, no, they just say, no, that's not love.
Nah.
Asians come from a culture of service.
I agree.
The men do it.
I agree. I
The
agree.
men will do this shit. It's
Yeah.
just they're Thai, Filipino,
Man, I ain't never
Japanese.
I
They
seen it up,
have a culture of service. They are
bro.
very loyal to the
I seen it.
fucking home.
I
So
seen
you're
it.
gonna get that, and
I
that's
seen it.
them.
I
That's not
love it.
you.
I love
That's
it.
them.
I love that about them. I saw
Right.
that and I immediately wanted that. When I saw that, I was like, yo, I need that. I need that
I
type.
see.
I need that
I
type.
got a
But
Japanese daughter-in-law. She does that for my son,
that's
and she
amazing.
probably can't stand his ass half the time.
That's
But I'm
amazing.
like, she can't be any other
That's
way because
that's
that's
why
how they're brought up.
right, but
Oh,
why a lot of men are going to Thailand because they just want somebody to make them feel good.
it
Yeah, but
ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I
There's
don't see
nothing
nothing wrong
wrong
with
with
it
that.
either. You're
There's
right, but
nothing
I'm just
wrong with
saying
that. There's nothing
they don't
wrong
want
with
to
that.
argue because you go when the Dominican Republic. I always thought
Oh, you gonna argue here?
I always thought I always thought when I before I got here, I thought Dominican women were like
No.
similar. But I learned quick
Rob,
it's
listen, this is what I
similar
want
to
you to do,
what?
coach. This is what I want you to do, coach. I want you
similar
to
to
take
Filipino women and all that, but they not
Shit.
no. They more similar to us. Take your hand.
true NFL. What's going
Take
on, bro?
I want you to take you gotta take your left hand. If anybody in the chat, in the panel, in the chat, you dating Dominican women, take your hand and rub it on the back of her kitchen. If it don't feel like the back of a sister's kitchen, let me know.
They the
Rub it back
same.
here. Rub it back here. It's gonna feel just like a sister. And then because the world has shrunk because of the internet. My ex was doing all this. My ex was talking to me. I was like, what the fuck? Am I in DR? Am I back in this? I'm thinking I'm getting a docile. No.
No, no,
These women are pistols, bro.
no.
You better you gonna pack your lunch.
But
Pack your lunch.
that's why I like the narrative, when you see a lot of guys in these spaces,
Hold
and
on, let me say.
I get a shitload of
Yeah,
pushback.
Yeah.
with the spaces, but Troy, when I'm at your house and
Uh,
Dominga in the kitchen, Dominga tell us to get out all the time, and she be like,
don't
"Y'all get out."
clean. Don't clean. You better not clean. They don't want you cleaning. They don't want you cooking. Because that's like, but look at the flip side.
Right.
What if the Minga started changing your brakes or cutting the grass and shit?
Mm,
So
that's
you
a
gonna
good
be like,
point.
what you doing? Don't do that. I'm gonna do that.
Right.
I'm gonna take care of that. So it ain't out the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I was married to a Latin woman in the States, man. So And I'm talking about like I got married at 20, so I was spoiled. After that, I was spoiled. So any relationship that I was in after that, if I wasn't getting the cooking, the cleaning, and the loving and all that, I ain't want it. I was spoiled. So I dated a Jamaican, same thing. The cooking, the cleaning. I dated some sisters. I dated a sister from Florida, same thing. It's just it's
Who you
you can
choose,
find them in the States.
you can find them.
But what and women, please don't get mad at me. What messed up? There's two main things that I say messed up. No, three main things that messed up the relationship between men and women in our community. One was crack. Two was that feminist movement that was started by white women that wanted equal rights in the workplace. Black men were not oppressing black women, so it wasn't no need for them to jump into that women's liberation movement. And three, the welfare system. When they told the women, listen, we're going to give you a check for these kids, we're going to give you a place to live, but that ninja can't live here. And that's what messed it up. So the women got this mentality in the States, and you hear it. They'll tell you, I don't need a nigga. I
But
don't
Troy,
need him.
here's the question though.
Yeah.
Even speaking of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm old enough to have lived through all that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no problem getting no woman in the States.
Me
I
either.
still don't. And I watch. I got 5 sons. They fucking killing it in the States.
But
So I
see,
be wondering,
let me tell you this.
why
You
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 niggas is
you
struggling.
you've got to a bag though when you was in the States, right?
Sure.
And
And my youngest gonna get to
But
a bag
they don't have
too.
no
they
sweat. They don't have no
get to a
sweat.
bag. If
But so to me, that goes
he said
into
Rico,
huh?
he said Rico lying.
Lying about what? About getting to a bag? Okay, believe that shit
No,
if you want to.
he said you ain't you. He said you ain't had
I'm
no
broke.
problem getting no women in this
Yeah,
thing.
he just
Or
trolling
not.
you. Dog.
Listen,
I
but
tell you what,
listen.
it's been so hard for me. I've been married 3 fucking times. That's how hard it's been for me to get pussy. I got 3 wives.
Listen,
That's how hard it was for me to get pussy, right?
I gotta get.
Most you motherfuckers can't
I'm
get
gonna get a.
one. I'm on my 3rd. And if
I
I
gotta get.
divorce her
Yeah,
today, I'll be married before the end of the year.
I gotta
What the
get a.
fuck are you
I
niggas
gotta get a
talking about?
release. I gotta get a release of the women that so I can post the pictures of
No, but Troy,
y'all seen my exes.
but yes,
So
but Troy,
y'all
you
know.
know,
Nice, very nice, very
just like
nice.
I know you ain't had no problem in Delaware, Maryland, New York, anywhere. I'm like, it ain't that fucking hard if you know how to just
It's
talk to a
no,
fucking
Yeah,
woman.
you gotta have
but this
swag
is the
too.
thing though. This is the thing in the States. You got to work on yourself first.
Yes.
Build yourself up and then go out and try to get yourself a woman. It's like a lot of women don't want to a lot of women don't want to hear you got a plan. They want to see the plan in motion. They want to see action. That's why you hear the young boys saying today, I got motion, I got motion. You doing
But look at
something.
it. So,
Yes.
old country, I agree with that. Anybody can get chicks. I
Yeah.
agree with it. Now we agree 1,000%. So
Yeah.
why is niggas acting like they can't? Right, and I agree with that. Dudes want baddies, and you don't qualify for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you motherfuckers all think y'all
I'm
entitled to tens?
I'm
Y'all
hold, I'm hold,
crazy.
I'm holding out for somebody with some bread.
Right.
I'm done. I didn't been here. I didn't have some women. I've been like I didn't woke up the next day and wanted to sneak a pic so bad. Like God damn,
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
I ain't got no business being with
No
this.
make no makeup on, no
And
nothing.
you
Oh
right,
man, fine as
Like
hell.
the
you
But
AP, what's going on,
I'm
brother?
like I'm over that now. I'm looking at like now like quality of life. Just to be on some real stuff, man. I'm getting to the point where I just want peace and I want quality of life. And I'm already peaceful here. I got my dog. I'm chilling. I go to the beach. I just came back from the beach. I'm chilling.
And Troy, that's
Yeah.
your baddie. Your baddie gonna be when you can come in there, you got a fairly nice looking woman that can bring you peace. You gonna be
Yeah.
like that. That's what them young boys need to start to get like.
It could have
That's
been.
a fucking baddie.
It could have been. It would have been. It would
That's
have
a
been.
baddie.
It would have been perfect if I came home and I smelled some food cooking in this mug
Yeah.
and the house was
And the
clean.
house is
Oh
clean.
Lord,
Man,
And that's a baddie.
like, man,
that's
that's
a bad.
That's a
that's what I
baddie.
that's what I get every
Yeah.
single day. And I be thinking I'm in a dream. I be like, thank you, Lord.
That's a baddie.
And not
Coffee.
coming home.
I wake
Yeah.
up to smelling coffee every morning.
Oh
That's a
man,
baddie.
that's a bad. That's a
That's a
bad.
baddie.
See, you know, we like these. I didn't dated some fine chicks that couldn't even boil rice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
a
I'm
baddie,
talking about like food
get
nasty
it.
as hell.
You know what a baddie is? When
What?
my ass
He
got
said,
sick.
yo,
No, no.
old country,
You,
mi español es muy bueno. Yo hablo español bueno, no problema. Habla español con mujeres, con
See,
muchachas.
claro que sí.
No problema. Yo hablo español claro. No problema aquí. Ahora,
Hey,
no
there you
hey,
go,
coach,
Troy. That's how you get them.
yeah,
coach,
I
tell him. You
speak
know
it
what a
to him.
baddie is?
What?
A baddie is when your ass in that hospital for 3 days. And every time you open your motherfucking eyes and you see that beautiful woman's face, that's a fucking baddie.
That's a bad.
That's a
And
fucking
that's
baddie.
You ain't
and
going
Y'all
nowhere.
better get
you
your
know what I'm
head
saying?
out your
Yeah.
ass.
And you don't and listen, it takes some time. It takes some mind. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, it takes some time to realize that that's what's important versus chasing. Because I mean it's hard, but it's you a man. Like
Right. Right.
I'm in jumbo. I asked
Oh,
Roberto, me and Roberto be in jumbo. I'm trying to really look for certain stuff. Man,
no,
fuck this
no, wait,
list.
wait, wait,
Fuck
wait,
this
wait, wait.
list. I'm in
Speaking of,
there.
now, who is that, Rico? Me, Rico, we was all in
Oh,
Jumbo, and Rico, y'all disappeared. Remember they
I
disappeared in
disappeared.
Jumbo,
Y'all
Rico?
was mad as hell with me. But did you see that one in the green that I ran down on
Oh,
the
yeah.
jumbo?
That was when we was at your house.
At my house.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I was like,
Listen, I
God
said,
damn.
the
And
nigga
then
said
Rico was like, where the hell
y'all was
these two
going
brothers
forever.
That
go?
What
was
was y'all
Jumbo.
doing?
That was the other store.
Yeah,
Olay?
no, that was Jumbo.
Was
We
that
was
Jumbo?
just,
That was
hey
a
yo,
shopping center or
they was
something.
like, I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go back in here real quick.
Yeah, because that's
I
when
was,
your dumb ass
I
left the
was,
keys in the car.
I was
Yeah,
running around.
that's right.
I was running around jumbo like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm
I
like, oh
told
Yeah.
my
you
god.
that's why I took y'all there because it's like a little plaza. They got an
Yeah, you
eating
chased
area,
about 3-4 of them, Troy, that
and
day.
and
I
you got
did.
some
I did. I did. I did.
teriyaki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I had to. I
And,
had
and,
to.
and, and Rico was
I
But
had
like,
look,
to.
where the hell Troy went?
but here's the thing though.
Man,
The beauty is, on top of that,
God,
that's all nice, right? I'm gonna tell you the truth, that's all nice. But I don't want none of that if it doesn't come with peace.
Right.
that's
If
where I'm at
peace
now
don't come
because
with it,
like
you can have all them motherfuckers. I don't
I
want
just
none of them.
I just want
I
to come
need
home.
peace.
That's what
I
me and
want to
Carl
come
talk
home.
about all the time.
Because
I want to hear some Luther on the radio.
here's the thing: as good as that motherfucker look, do you want to come home fighting that motherfucker every day? You
No,
get tired. She started to look
no.
ugly after a while.
Oh
Holly,
man,
You
look,
got to
Holly.
fight
How
all
many
the
I'm
time.
times?
saying
How
the
many times?
attitude, the energy in the house.
How many times has Holly Berry been divorced?
Oh, a
Yep,
lot.
And Holly Berry is damn near. She was.
and still fine.
She's like 60, right?
57, something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's up there,
So when I talk about, I ain't
and
gonna.
she's still fine.
That's how the grandmas be looking out here, man.
They
Oh,
do.
That's
They
how
be
they
looking
look
like
out
Halle
here.
Berry.
No lie, they look like Holly. They look like with some ass, with a lot of
right.
And that's why
ass.
I don't know why they don't go. I'm like,
Because
so if
dudes got
your
this. Dudes think that okay, I'm gonna get this young girl. I can manipulate her. I can mold her.
23-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah,
man, you
man.
know what gets me? No. This is the part that's really crazy. You know what's really fucking them up?
What's that?
Is they got that stupid ass body count shit in their head. So they're
Oh man.
believing, right? This is what's crazy, Troy. They're
Yeah.
believing, oh, if I get a young, she got a low body count. I'm like, the young ones got the crazy body count.
That's
Are
right.
you out of your
Yeah.
fucking mind?
Everybody trying to hit.
By the
Yeah.
time they are 25, their body count is in triple digits already.
Man,
You just get that to your fucking
especially now with the social media, they growing up in the social media age.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I meet women, they don't even ask me for my phone number. They ask me from what's your Instagram?
right.
Yeah,
So the
all right.
whole point is, it's like you're not gonna get a low body count, or either like the nigga
Man,
60
listen,
talking about wanting to have a
go
kid. Like, how
go
the fuck you
get
gonna have a kid at 60?
don't worry about no body count. Go get that test. Make sure she's clean. Go get that test. Make sure your ass is clean, and don't even worry about no damn body count. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
the only thing that
If
I
you
can
like
think of.
if you like her, do your thing.
But what I'm saying, nothing else makes sense because, like you said, when you seen all the beautiful mature women.
Right.
I'm talking about mature women, 40, 45, 50. I'm like, damn, they fine. I see some of them working professionally at the banks, at the resorts. I'm like,
That's
but
right.
they're not 25. They're
Right.
Nah.
45 and 50 years old. I'm like,
And you,
they're
you,
beautiful.
I
and you know
tell.
what? It's
Mhm.
hard.
Go
It's
ahead.
hard. My bad, coach.
No, you
It's
good.
it's 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 kind of hard to date a older woman here too that's got her stuff together because they thinking that you playing. Like a lot of them tell me, they're like, man, you just playing. Like they come to the crib, they're like, oh nah, I know you. You not serious. You not serious. And I'm like, damn man, give me a shot. Like I done had one that I really, really was feeling, but she was just
Right.
like, she was
Right.
like,
You're not
nah,
ready. You're not ready
you
yet.
ain't ready. You ain't ready. And my boy, he's a lawyer and he's from Eway. And I'm like, yo, man, because his grandma, she first day she met me, she fell in love with me. She's like, I got somebody for you. And I heard him, and I don't think he knew the range of Spanish that I know, but he kind of told her like, nah, well, no, nah, not, not. But I was fresh here, you know what I'm saying? I was fresh here. He was like, nah, because I think he knew who she was talking about. But like, you have to be you if you serious and you got some Dominican friends, Rico, your wife is Latina.
Mhm.
They will put you on,
They put you on.
but you got to
But
be
they got
serious.
they're going to vet
Oh,
you.
and that's
Yeah,
what, and that's
They're going
crazy.
to
You know,
vet
Jenna, everybody, y'all know Jennifer. Jennifer introduced me to Domingo. She said, when I introduced you to her, she is a good one. She not no hoe in the street or nothing. If you
yeah,
you.
if you mess over her, I'm telling you,
You have problems.
you're not gonna be my friend no more. I
Yeah.
say, oh,
right,
oh,
right.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
what they do is they risk their relationships with
yeah.
these people.
Because yeah, they don't want, they don't, we don't, because like I wouldn't want to put somebody on to somebody and they gonna hurt them, especially if I care
Right.
about them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you know, but grandma was like, yo, she was like, I got somebody for you. I was like, oh yeah? She said, ¿tú quieres lo bolsa? I'm like a novia. She's like, no, tú quieres lo bolsa, perfecto para ti. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the perfect wife for you. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Well, about these streets. but but I'm ready now. I mean, it's been some time that I haven't been like in a relationship. I've been out here, just doing my thing, chilling and dating, and it's been great. But like Coach said, man, ain't nothing like coming home and you smell that chicken and rice bringing you in the crib like on Tom and Jerry when that Seage, that white little line and shit, and you just
Mhm.
coming in. I would love that, you know what I'm saying? But
no,
you know,
you're right, brother. Heavenly said, well, what do women get?
from what the men out here,
Mm-hmm.
you talking about when they're dating American men,
Right.
provision and protection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
gonna
Marriage.
provide and protect you. You gonna if you staying with me, you staying in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So there goes your protection, and that refrigerator gonna stay full.
Mhm.
I like that.
You need your hair done, it's getting taken care of. You need your nails done, it's getting
Rick,
taken care of.
Rick
But
James
the
said,
but the caveat is with
uh-huh.
me, I'm not taking care of no able body. I'm not taking care of able bodied adults. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking care of people that can work.
Right.
I'm not taking care of your aunt, your uncle that wants to drink Presidente. I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But
But
you,
see now that's another
yeah,
part, right? I'm
yeah,
glad you brought that into the conversation too, because we touched on it a little bit Sunday. You wasn't here, Troy, and I think that this is the mistake that guys make, whether you in the DR, Philippines, Thailand, whatever. So when you come into these countries and you start these relationships,
right.
please do not give up your culture and say, I have to adopt theirs. That's bullshit. You
That is the
don't.
worst. That's like the dumbest thing. You if
Right.
as a man, and I know I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
sound so
I'm sorry.
I know I'm gonna sound chauvinistic with this one. As a man, she should be on your program. That's your house. You know what I'm saying? So oh shit, I done fucked up. I don't even know what the hell I done did. Yeah, as a man, she should be on your program. That's your house.
Right.
That's your house. And I think that what a lot of us don't understand is these women are not going to respect you if you start being Mr. Nice Guy. They're not used to Mr. Nice Guy. They want to know that I'm dealing with a man. So if you come in and you letting her tell you we doing this, we doing that, and then the other family members, the men in the house, they not going to respect you. They going to look at you like, man, what you doing letting her talk to you like that? You
So
better.
let me ask you this. So, like, for example, first thing I always hear mother say, "Oh, Dominicans, they real family oriented." Like, well, so what? I'm not.
Who said,
So
who
no,
said
I'm
that?
just saying, they'll make that blanket statement, and I'm like, yeah, but just because they're real family oriented, and like you said, you move into my house, just because you had 900 motherfuckers coming into your house,
They're
don't
not
mean
coming.
they coming into mine.
They're not coming over
And
here.
when you make this is where I see guys, they make that mistake. They
Yeah,
will adopt that culture. Now all of a sudden, because they like the woman, they letting her bring 9 million motherfuckers over
Oh
to
yeah.
your house, and you don't like it. You know that's not your vibe, and
nah.
all of a sudden and I'm like, you can't start that.
Hey Rico, you brought my uncle. He died about six.
Yo, hold on. Heavily said, well, Troy, I retired from law enforcement. I'm financially set. So my Dominican husband cooks, cleans, work, and service me. I guess I'm the female version of you, Troy.
You
Hey,
winning. You
get
winning.
get get it how you love
That's
it.
it.
But hey, listen. But you know what? I've heard women say lately, and it was Gabrielle Union said it. She cheated on her husband. And when they asked her why she cheated on her husband, she said, because I made more money than him, I felt that I could. So,
And let me answer this, Dr. Black. I absolutely can appreciate, like I appreciate my wife's culture 100%. But that
yeah.
ain't
But
got
you the
nothing.
man, but listen, you the man. And
Right. Here's my thing
even
is,
in your wife's culture,
right. I
don't they
appreciate
promote
her
the man running
culture.
shit?
Right.
Isn't that a part of your wife's culture? The
But
machismo and the man run the patriarchy?
I don't know if it is or not. But what I
You
do
know,
know is, listen, no,
stop
listen what
being
I'm saying.
coy.
Listen what I'm saying is,
She's from South America, right?
okay, yes, but look, just from El
Yeah.
Salvador. But listen, what
Yeah,
I'm saying
Okay.
is,
he played
I
school.
don't give a fuck what her culture is. I'm running shit. That's what I'm saying is, I'm not going to sacrifice my culture to allow for hers.
No,
I
no.
can accept some things and
Sir.
appreciate,
I
but
can
if her
respect
shit
your
goes
culture.
against mine, I
Yeah,
win.
I can respect your culture, but I'm not gonna just like my
I'm not
man,
gonna let your culture run over
man.
me and mine.
We
No.
talk, let's go back to the Philippines, right? Let's go back to the Philippines.
The
How
guy
did
in the
how did
wheelchair.
no, we're gonna talk about the white dude that got killed.
Okay.
How did him going and accepting her culture work out for him?
It didn't.
How did it work out for him?
It didn't. He got his ass divorced. And yeah, exactly.
No, no, no,
That's
no, no,
what
no,
I'm
no, no, no,
saying.
no, 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 no. We talking about the one that got killed by the Muslims.
That's
Oh,
when he died. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was dating the Muslim woman.
ooh,
And
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
how did him trying to be a part of her culture and instead of him saying, okay, we're gonna move up to north, we're gonna move to the north, Philip. We're not gonna be down here where the Muslims down here don't want us down here.
We gonna be
Right.
with air
But what did he
conditioning
try to do?
and
Let's
heated
go. You
He
coming?
tried to
You coming
adapt.
or not? You coming or not?
He tried to adapt. He tried to
Hey,
adapt to her culture.
hey, and to top on what I was talking about with my uncle before I
Yeah.
said God rest his soul. My uncle said he said he'll be in with his wife sitting down at the dinner table. It'd be 20 people there, be at a party, and he said you just gotta flash out sometimes and just start punching the wall and I'm tired of this shit. Let's go. I'm just ready. I'm ready. And then just flash out. I say, why? He said, just do it, just so they can know that you in control. And I said, Uncle, I ain't
No,
doing it.
no. Listen, you know my boy told me here. He told me when his dad married his mom, his mom's father told his dad, leave for 3 days and don't say shit. Just leave. And don't say nothing. And come back. You know what I'm
3 days
saying?
later.
He said his dad did. He said, you got
You're
to
gonna have
listen.
some man, you're gonna have some man women on here, boy. You're gonna
I
have some
come and go when I want.
I'm just telling you.
But that was his culture.
That
That
was
was
his
his culture.
culture. That's the
right.
Dominican. Yeah. So, and I was talking to Roberto the other day. I said, I'm not gonna come here and and treat you any different than what you've been treated by these dudes. Don't put the standards high on me just because I'm from here when you've been accepting this from them all these years, and you're gonna come tell me and then you're gonna try to run over top of me. No, no.
I just always look at it like if I meet somebody, like when I met my wife, I'm like, this is who I am. Like my wife, she always be like, I'm not very romantic. So I'm not gonna start being fucking romantic because I'm with you.
Yeah.
Heavily,
No,
heavily.
I'm
I'm
just
not.
not doing that shit.
I'm not going. I'm not even gonna go there with you, heavily.
I have been having trouble for 6 years trying to admit to the Dominican culture. I am very dominant for forceful
You ain't
woman.
having no problem,
You know
girl.
what
You
that
being
means?
you.
That just means she put it on that dude.
That's it. And heavenly.
She probably was in there choking his head.
Heavenly. The only problem you got is you trying to adjust to a culture that you don't have to adjust to. What I will say is this. Yes, we all must respect it, but we don't have to adjust to it because it's not our culture.
No,
We just have to respect it.
hey, heavenly, no,
That's the way they
heavenly,
are. I don't have a problem with it, but that
heavenly.
ain't me.
I'm gonna tell you this: whoever got the bag, the other person needs to adjust to that culture.
Pretty much.
If you the one with the bag,
On.
you're gonna adjust. Because if you coming up in here, you're not coming in. We not bringing. We not having 15. We're not having 5 people out in front of my house playing dominoes, drinking Presidente all day, and listening to bachata. We're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. Abuela's not coming here indefinitely, showing up with a suitcase and just crashing here. No.
Nope.
And if that's not cool, then
fuck
we
on.
don't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't got to do this.
Because because you think about it, you never gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know that, so no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And me and my wife, I'm like, we 10 years later, I'm like, I don't give a. I mean, I love my wife. I love her to death. I ain't going nowhere. She ain't getting rid of me. But I'm not changing who the fuck I am either. But I accept the parts about her that I don't like. I be like, you know what?
That's what love is. That's what love is nothing but accepting the other person's flaws.
Yeah. My wife lives and dies in the fucking mall, and I just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You did that's you accept like motherfucker. Listen, you gonna lose your hair. You gonna get some of us lose our hair. You know, Rico still got his shit, lucky motherfucker. But you gonna lose. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. I'll take all that. I'll take all that. Hey, coach, I'll take all that. I'll take all that. The gray, all that. Just give me something.
Hey, look, coach got his shit spray. He got his spray can there. Right?
Hey, hola, mi amado, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué lo que? Everything todo bien?
Bien. Coach don't be getting no haircut. He get a fresh can and go.
Yeah, but listen, like, and like, you know what? I think the problem, like, I was married. Like I said, I was married to someone from Honduras for 6 years. And her brothers, her father, her uncles would tell me, "Don't take that shit off her." What's wrong with you? With me, I'm like, you know, I was young. Yeah, man, I was in love, and I was a young guy. But now I know. Like I said earlier in the live stream, I don't need the love no more. I just need the respect.
Right. And it doesn't hurt to try to make some compromises, because I do. Hola. Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Todo bien.
We're gonna come see you soon. We're gonna come see you soon.
¿Qué día?
So next week. No, un mes.
No sé.
I don't know.
See, he's speaking in Spanish.
Sí, ¿qué día? He's
like, ¿tú tienes moto? ¿Tú tienes moto? No.
They got a running joke on. She needs to drive the motor all the way to Punta Cana.
Oh,
no, it was we was somewhere. And he was like, I gotta go get Soul. I was like, man, tell Soul to get on the moto. He's
That's
like,
when
man,
that wall fell
that
down and
wall
it
fell.
made it.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
like, tell Soul to get on the moto. He said, man, I'm not telling her to get on no damn moto.
But you know, I will say this: like, it's not a problem with um people trying to make some small compromises. You
Yeah,
know, to
I mean,
say,
don't
okay,
let
right.
me not, let's
But you
not.
ain't gonna
Yeah,
just fucking run over me with no
I
bullshit.
don't want to put that out there that I'm
Right.
in here being some kind of chauvinistic, domestic type ass
Right.
dude. That's, y'all know my personality, how I am. I'm not overbearing to women or nothing like that.
Nah.
But it's just you're not going to take advantage of me. It's like
Well,
and that's a part of the respect. Like I find it very disrespectful when you start telling me lies like somebody's sick in your family and you need money. That's
And
to
I'll
me
be
that's
honest with you.
disrespectful. Yeah.
Think about it. Like you said, I know even for me, even with my wife, like outside of family, mostly everything else I can put up and tolerate. But I'm just like, I'm not, because I do know my wife's Salvadorian, all Latinos, they big on family. I'm like, okay,
Oh
you
yeah, they
can love
love
them
that, man.
motherfuckers
And
in
that
their
was
house. You can love
that's
them outside.
right.
I don't want to see them motherfuckers every day.
That's the thing. That is the problem that I have is
Yeah,
that, and I talked to Roberto about this. The woman that I was dating from the airport, I probably would have still been with her. Probably would have got married if she only had one kid, and she didn't put her family in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So when you, I cannot put you number one if you're putting me number three, four, five. It just ain't
right.
fair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. I don't think it's fair. So that's why it didn't work out for me because I was sitting around. I'm like, and I understand. That's the thing about dating with women with children. I'm not man enough. I'm not the type of man to tell you to put me in front of your children. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude. So I'd rather just date a woman that has older children or children that are going to be that is
transitioning away.
in their teens, their 15s. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
gotta, but you gotta know that again. And I say that even among like African American women in the States. It's again,
Yeah.
and I see that. I see that's where I see a big commonality in the DR between black women. They both got a problem with holding on to their kids. I'm like, okay, that
Oh my
motherfucker
God.
30. That nigga 30. He can go.
Especially women with boys.
Yeah,
Women with
they'll have
boys.
a 30-year-old motherfucker in the house. And it's like,
He got to
bro,
get your ass up out of here.
right. So
I feel
so
like you feel like Melvin on Baby Boy. You like, man,
So
get
you
your
gotta
ass up out of
pick
here.
the right one. So even if they got a teenager, you gotta be like, okay, so
And you know
I don't
what?
know how to say this, but when that little motherfucker gonna be gone? How long?
Every woman that I've dated over here that's had kids, I always end up being cool with the kids, and then we breaking up. I'm like, damn, man. So people don't talk about that because a lot of men don't really mention that. But and I'll be transparent and a little bit vulnerable right here. When me and my ex broke up, I was sick because her youngest son, me and him became tight. Like
So
my mom came down and we met them at Coco Bongo. And cause her and my mom, they cool because my ex, she'd have been to the States 3 or 4 times, met my mom's. So when mom came down, my mom was like, I want to see her. And you know, black moms, you ain't telling them no. So I had to set it up. So I see her. I ain't want to see her. But I seen the little dude, man. He came running. As soon as he seen me, took off running, jumped on me, hugged me. Man, I had to turn my head, man. My eyes was getting all watery, man. I'm like, ah. I was like, ah, ah. I had to walk away, man. I walked
you had a
away, dog.
leak.
My
Your
mom,
face leaking.
listen, my mom was laughing. She laughing. I had to walk away, bro. I was going to start crying, man. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that little dude, man. And
I've
like,
been there. Been there.
yeah, and
Done.
I was like, and I was so, and it made me even more mad at her. I'm like, that's why I don't want to get in relationship because it never fails, especially because I never had a son. So when
Okay.
I date women that have sons. I'm like, shit, we can wrestle, we can play video games,
Football.
we can talk about girls and shit.
Right.
I'm like, oh, because especially if you never had a son. So
Right.
me and these little dudes, she had 3 sons. So
Oh.
we was in here playing. And I had the PS5, so they coming over here, getting in the
Mhm.
pool, we playing the game, we talking about girls. And then when she cut it off over something so stupid, I was like, man, I was like, yo, how you going? These are my Negroes. You know what I'm saying? But I still, who was over here? I think Roberto's over. Her 18-year-old, her son turned 18. I let him have his birthday party here. Like we still cool, but it's just like it's just me and her and I are cool. And who's to say down the line we don't bump into each other again or something like that? She was a great woman, but the kids, man, like I got attached to the kids, and that's why I don't want to do it no more because it takes the fellas don't talk about that. It takes a
Right.
toll on you, man. Like, cause they when you break up with them, it's like okay, you broke up with me and them, and I'm
Right.
like, well, what the fuck? We what did we do? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? We
you
still
don't get to
cool.
keep that relationship.
You don't
You
get to keep it, and that's what sucks as being a step pop. Cause once you leave the mom, that's it. You know,
So
it's over.
and
So
they know that,
I
and
don't
they hold it, and they do that on
and
purpose a
they'll
lot.
hold it over your head. They'll hold it over your head too. So that's why I'm like, man, from now on, that's why I took my dating pool a little higher because I'm looking for women that have older children. Like
So
at least,
you talk
yeah.
about this guy. You was talking about this guy in the Dominican Republic. He um he stayed with his and why you just don't just stay with the kids and send the kids some stuff.
Who? The
You,
kids?
yeah, why you don't take care
Oh,
of
oh, still
the kids
keeping
your wife?
contact. She's talking about keeping contact with my ex's kids.
Yeah,
I gave them dudes my Xbox this past Christmas.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I gave my Xbox One.
So you don't.
They still my dudes. Like I still
She allow you to talk to him.
yeah, if I wanted to call and talk to him, yeah, absolutely. But
That's
it's it will take an emotional toll on me if I start, you know, getting back with him and talking to and who knows if she's dating somebody now, they ain't gonna feel that. You know, these Dominicans is jealous as a mug. So they gonna be like,
right.
why is he why is and I know their dad in this because their dad had went to the States. I know he wasn't feeling me because he stopped giving her money. He was like, why am I gonna give you money? You dating a rich American. I'm like,
Right.
damn. I'm like,
They
damn,
think
No,
dog.
she,
they think
he said you date. He said you fucking.
Yeah. Well, he
Yep.
said you with a rich
He said
American.
you
Why am I
fucking.
saying
yeah, that's what he's saying. And
Yeah.
yeah? So
You say
like
dating.
yeah. So now I'm coming in. I'm taking care of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but I was fresh here, and I met her at the airport. She made me miss my flight. I cussed her out, and I had to apologize. And we was like this ever since. But um. And I kind of like when we broke up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be transparent because I'm talking to my guys here. I kind of was like, whew, now I get to act up. So after that, I started acting because she told me when I got here, because I'm a man, I wanted to act because I didn't intentionally come down here meeting her to wanting to be in a relationship. It just happened. Sometimes relationships just happen. And I went out one time to drink point when we were dating, and she called me the next day, and she said, "Troy, let me tell you something. This is a very small town, and everybody knows you." I'm like, how everybody know me? I just got here. She said, you're like one of the only single black young guys that live here. Everybody else that lives here, they got a wife or they older. And she said, my friends at the airport, they be in there. She said, everybody done seen you. They know you, my man. So apparently somebody saw me in that mug and I was getting loose with the phone. I got the phone
Mm,
out and they coming up to me. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, but she told me, she said, this is a very small town. Everybody knows each other. Please don't embarrass me. So I was on ice the whole. I'm honest to God, I was good. I didn't cheat on her. I was chilling because she was taking care of me. I ain't need to step out or nothing like that. But when we broke up, boy, oh boy, because jumbo is torture. If you a married man or you got a girl, just going to jumbo is torture.
I
It's
took I
torture,
took y'all to, that's why I took y'all to Jumbo over here.
man. I'm
But
trying
the
to
funny
look.
thing
I'm about.
about it
That's
though
going.
is,
That has to be one of my stops when I come to Santo Domingo. I got to go to that
but
jumbo
here's the thing though.
every
Even
time.
even like you said, they
Every
said
time.
with that being the case, Troy.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, I live there too. I can see how even for you, I'm not in the same position that you are. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, of course, you, Roberto, whoever else. I'm like, hey, you motherfucker can slay all day. But after a while, if it's somebody that you don't have a connection with, that
Yeah.
shit gets dry real fast.
It does.
It
It
gets
does.
dry and
It
it's
gets
like, what
played
am I
out.
doing?
It gets played out because one is time consuming. It gets played out, and you constantly have women here pressure, like they not gonna let, sisters in the States, they'll be cool. They see you got it going together. They don't want to display how much they into you. But women here, they will let you know, like, look,
Yeah,
I'm feeling you.
dog shit out you.
They feel me.
It might be like you might be 5 months in the relationship when we get married, or listen, if you don't speak Spanish, if you out and about and she's running out introducing you as her la bosa, you need to check that because she's telling people you her husband. You know what I'm saying? They'll be 4 months in, 5 months in. It's my husband. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of them don't go to church. I mean, to the courthouse and get married or get a wedding.
Oh,
They'll
they
just
just
be
shack
together.
up.
Yeah.
They just
So
shack up.
if
And
you
it's
with her
title,
for a certain, if you're with her for a certain amount of time,
common
she's
law.
she's going to consider you her husband.
Yep.
But
So
that's
yeah,
if the men do that too here too. Yeah,
yeah,
they
Yeah,
all do it.
yeah.
yeah.
That's why I tell motherfuckers like, you don't you live in moving with that
It's
motherfucker.
both. So see, it's
Because you will end up being married to. Oh no, we were just living together for 6 months. Y'all married now.
yeah.
Yeah, because she been telling everybody all her shit at your house is called common law. They have common law marriage in the DR. So I'm like, if you
I don't
don't
want
want that shit, do not
Don't
move
let
that
us don't let them stay with you. Like what I always tell y'all. What do I always tell y'all? My next relationship, we're gonna get a love nest. I'm gonna
yeah.
go. I'm gonna go. I'm either gonna pay your rent or we'll go get a separate apartment.
And say, I don't even live there. Yeah,
You
just don't.
cannot. You can't move in. You can't
Huh?
move in here. You cannot move in here. Like I
And
will.
you don't want to move in there either. Don't do it.
No, we're gonna get a love nest. I
No, but
might
I'm
not.
saying
Yeah.
don't move nothing of yours in there. No
Oh
fucking
no, no,
pictures, no nothing.
no. Oh, nothing that I'm gonna want back
Nothing, period.
because
So
when
you
it's
say he
over.
was living in both places. I wasn't living over there either. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm dating somebody, I'm gonna tell them that I'm renting this. I don't own this, and we need
Yeah,
to get up. We need to get on. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of where you live at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
but
take care of where you live at.
that's the thing. Is like it's it's hard. You don't. You want something a little bit more mean, because especially as you get old.
Yeah,
Of course, me and
I
Coach
done
is
been out
old,
here.
motherfucker. You ain't that young. As
I
you
done
get
been out
older,
here.
you start to
Yeah,
get tired of the bullshit.
I done been here for 4 years. I done been here for 4 years now, man. There's nothing on this island I ain't seen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's nothing I haven't
So,
seen.
yeah,
Nothing
But you
shocks
still
me
know
no
you
more.
got to be careful.
That's
gotta
why
be careful.
I'm
What's
taking
like
my
that?
time. I'm not rushing into
Yeah.
You're not in a
anything. Like
rush.
I said, you know
What's
how
that
it's gonna
dude name?
happen.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Troy. What's that dude name that got all his shit stole out of his house when and
John,
huh?
John,
that nigga named
John.
John.
Oh, that was me. What was it?
listen, I'm not in a rush. But I am officially January 1st, 2025. I am looking. I'm not in a rush. But before I was like, let me just have some fun. But
And not just DR, stateside
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and I had a little cut buddy come over here, and she told me, she was like, "You here by yourself? You need somebody in here. You need something in here." And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, but she lived in that's why I wanted to tell you guys, she lived in San Cristobal, and I was like, yo, that's just, it's too far. Like we trying to build something. We can just be frato. I said, you too far. I said, if I'm dating somebody,
You gotta be able to
I
see
need,
you multiple.
I need to be able to see you within 10,
Yeah,
15, 20 minutes. Yeah, you can't be 2 hours away. I don't know what the hell you're doing over there. And yeah, so
yeah, I agree with that.
you said, Troy, get a woman that can help you with
No.
yo, yo,
Hey, Rick, you right,
hey,
Rick
yo,
James.
Rick
Rick
be
James,
killing
you
me.
right.
Rick
You
be
got him,
killing me.
Rick.
Listen,
I
and like
told them,
I be
but I told them,
You
yo,
Rick.
right,
yo,
Rick
I
James.
be
You
They
1,000% right. Get
they
that
think this shit.
nigga, get
but
somebody
yo,
to help you
I
with
be in
that.
the
They
yo,
think this
I've
shit
had
is
it.
easy. This shit is
Listen,
hard. This shit ain't
Oh,
easy.
nigga,
This
it
you
shit.
ain't
just
easy,
lazy.
but
Shut up, nigga. You
listen.
lazy.
Listen, I
You
be like
lazy and
y'all
Troy
had to
young.
call me. Y'all had to call me and say, listen, we need you on the show at this time of this day. I've been having these last 4 or 5 months, I've been having the time of my
Hey,
life,
Rick
man.
James. Coach is lazy and Troy is stupid. That's why they
Listen,
channel fucked up.
I've been cutting up, man. Like
My ratings are
I've been
doing good
cutting
right
up.
now.
I can't even. I don't even be thinking about YouTube, man. Like, come on, man.
Right.
The weather's 80 degrees today, man. Back home is a
Fuck
snow
you. It's
drill.
snowing here, you motherfucker.
Yeah, like what
Throw
you
that
want
shit
me?
in my face.
What you want me to do, man? Like I'm going to the grocery store and I'm seeing tens. Well, I don't give nobody 10, but I'm seeing some eights and and they looking at me like I'm lunch meat, and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Once they start seeing you more and more, oh man, they really
That's right.
gravitate towards
That's
you.
right.
They know that you're not here as a
But
tourist.
Troy, tell people it's
Jumbo
it's
owe me some money. Jumbo
it's
owes me
tough.
money. I'm advertising for Jumbo tonight.
Is it not tough to have a YouTube channel, Troy?
It is tough. It's tough. Um uh
By putting this stuff together and
if you
posting.
if listen, if I was in jail, I got y'all. I have content like a motherfucker. I wouldn't be able to go nowhere and do stuff. But it's tough, man. It'd be nice outside, man. It'd be things going on. It'd be like I got
And
people coming.
sometimes,
I just had
sometimes,
people coming in. I got people coming in town. I got somebody
right.
coming next week. It's man, it's bro. Like y'all been out here, man. If listen, I guarantee if y'all was a single man on this island where I'm at, in the position that I'm in, you wouldn't be thinking about no damn YouTube. You'd be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the creep cam guy, so I can't walk
Right.
around because I respect people's privacy.
But
Yeah,
you're right,
exactly.
Troy, because
Yeah,
I be enjoying the moment, and then I'm like, damn, I gotta pull my phone out. I gotta get this. I be forgetting. I be like, man,
yeah, man.
yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely hard to even be thinking about that shit.
And
yeah,
people
That's
ask
it's
why,
hard,
Rico,
man.
Rico, you
It's
ought to
like
start your own YouTube channel. Rico, you ought to start your own YouTube channel. I'm
now
like, what?
Rico is just a YouTube celebrity. He's on everybody's panels.
Yeah.
hey, I'm
But
be on
listen,
Primo
but
tonight.
look,
Put me on tonight.
Heavenly made a comment. She said, Troy, I lived in Punta Cana for 2 years. Hopefully you can find a good woman. When you do, make her wait 3 years before marrying her. Goodly
God,
or godly.
telling you, God.
Listen, it is going to it's very difficult to um try to find a woman when you near a beach or you near the city. I think, well, I would say more beach. Beach area, tourist areas is not a good place to look for a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not in my opinion, it's not I would probably do better at catching a tourist coming down here from somewhere than I would a woman here because one, if a woman's working, she's working 10 hours out here sometimes. That's another problem I had with my ex. She worked a lot and she had kids, so I didn't have a lot of time. But um, and if she doesn't have a job and she looks good, what do you think her job is?
She got
Right.
a job.
In a
She got
tourist
a
area.
job.
In a
Right.
tourist area.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
she
She
why
got
always
a
getting
job.
dressed up.
I've been so single because I'm not wifing up and no disrespect because it's legal and we're not going to talk about the profession that some of them are in, but I'm just not in agreement with wifing up someone that's in that profession. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a P. I'm not a pimp. So
But Troy,
I don't want to be a wrestling
just
for
to touch,
hoes.
man, you just touched on something that brought me back to Domingo's relationship. I told you and Rico, me and Soul was in the house all day for 10 hours. I told Domingo, I was like, no food, no nothing. I said, you gotta quit your job. She was working at the at the fish market. That was her job. She was working at the fish restaurant every single day for like a month and a half. I said, you gotta quit. You got
10 hours a day. They be working the shit out of these
10
Dominicans for
hours
a
a
little
day,
bit
and
of money.
she get home, and then she was just off on the
How
week.
is how is she gonna come home and take care of, where's the energy?
Where's the energy at? And then
Really?
her boss man talking about I give you a 10 cent raise if you don't leave. I was like, hell no, leave. I said,
Man,
we'll make that on YouTube super chats.
that's what I think my ex really was waiting for me to tell her, like, look, you don't have to work anymore. Because, and that's another thing. Fellas, if you got a bag, if you're getting money and you're not working, please don't tell any woman you're not. This, I mean, white lies ain't never hurt nobody. Or
Right, right.
my thing now is I tell women that I work online. Because if you tell a Dominican woman you ain't got no job and you ain't working and she working, she gonna look at you like you crazy. That ain't gonna. It doesn't even compute up here that
She got to
you
work. You
and
don't.
you not working. No matter how much money you bringing in, and I think this goes for this might go for women universally that they not
Yeah,
going. They not trying to hear that shit. They
but you
working
know,
for
where
you.
that makes sense. Here's the funny thing about it. And this is where it a little bit makes sense. I think about it from a parent point of view, right?
Right.
And I just remember, like, you come downstairs and you going to work. Early when you tired,
Oh
and you
man,
see your teenage kid playing a video game, and you
why
come back
you?
home and
Why
that
you?
motherfucker still on that video game, and you
Listen,
tell that motherfucker
listen.
tomorrow.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you something
I
bad.
hate
And,
it.
and,
Oh
and,
my
and,
God.
I'm
and
gonna give you
what
a
I'm
real
saying is
life story.
that
You just fucking
optic,
hurt. You
that
just fucking
optic
hurt.
will break the working person that this
Man,
motherfucker cozied up. The
yo,
optic of it. So I'm saying,
listen,
forget the
listen,
relationship.
yo.
That
Let me.
optic is not good.
That didn't
My
fix the
mom.
bed or nothing.
I got kicked out of college, right? My freshman year, I got kicked out of college, and I was so September, October, I'm sitting home. It's the next year, and I'm just chilling. I remember my mom came home one day, and I had on, and I was just chilling there, and I spoke to my mom when she came home from work, and she didn't even say nothing. She just walked right past me. Yo,
This lazy
that
nigga.
shit, that shit cut through me so hard, man. I called the
That's
recruiter.
deep.
I was like,
Joy,
yo,
That's deep.
I gotta get out
That's
of here.
deep.
I
That's
called
deep.
her. My mom didn't speak to me for the first time in my life. My
That's deep.
mom just looked at me and walked by. I was like, oh shit.
she
That's
thinking
deep.
of, you heard her say this sorry motherfucker.
Yo,
That's
bro,
right.
my heart, I
You
was
felt
so
it.
heartbroken, but I was so motivated. I said, you know what? I gotta get the fuck out of here for one. And for two, I'm about to make something of myself. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
deep.
But my mom didn't speak to me, man. And that shit hurt, man. Like
That was deep. Yep.
first time in my life, my mom just kind of looked at me like I wasn't shit, bro. So yeah, man, that shit hurt, man. That shit motivated me like a motherfucker. And you know
But
what?
but what you're
Man,
saying is that what your mom did, it's the same thing like you say. I'm gonna
a
have
woman's
these
gonna
you
do it.
motherfuckers, okay?
Right.
So I think, and I think, and you know, I'm gonna have this conversation with Angela. Damn, I should never told you my ex name. I feel that. I'm gonna have this conversation where I'm like, yo, listen, I apologize because you know I know you were working hard, you were coming home, and I'm just, you know, I'm the gringo here. I'm like loving, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And she like, motherfucker, I just worked 12 hours at American Airlines on my feet, and I'm coming home with your ass, and you ain't doing shit, and you smelling like weed and shit. I'm like, yo,
Hey, Joy, tell her, I
she
promise.
was sick. I'm sure she was sick of me, man. So
Joy,
what
you
I
gotta
do
tell
now,
her. I promise when you come home, be out there cleaning the pool.
I'm apologize to her,
You gonna
but
let
young fellas,
oh shit, she almost
yeah,
home.
yeah, man, young fellas, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. If you're dating a Dominican woman and you retired, and you're not working, don't tell them you're working online, man. Do not tell them that you are not working because they're gonna and if you expecting her to still work, don't do it. It's gonna drive a it's gonna let resentment is gonna set in. I think that's with any woman. They're gonna start to resent you. Like, damn, I'm working and this Negro ain't working no more.
Ain't working at all.
And I
So
gotta
when
work.
she leave to go to work, you need to be doing something. And when that motherfucker come in, you need to be
Need
doing
to be
something.
doing something. Don't
I'm
be
I'm
sitting on the
I'm
couch.
on
Right.
from now on, I'm gonna get me some fake papers and shit. I'm gonna stack them. You know how you at work, you like
Yeah.
stack the papers up. I'm like, yeah, honey, I'm gonna have a little basket.
Hey,
Have a
look,
little
get
basket.
your little headset,
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
computer
yeah. I'm gonna be,
on.
baby, you
Have
Uh-huh.
baby, she
have
gonna come home.
phone numbers written down.
Yeah, man. Yo, and you know what the crazy thing is? When I was dating. Listen, I was dating her during I, listen, I was dating her, right? You know,
Yes, Mr.
I was
Rico. Yes, Mr. Rico. We'll
I
do
was
that,
working.
Mr.
Look,
Coach.
it was COVID, right? So I was working from home when we first started dating. When I was moving back and forth, I just had the house. So she would come to the house. She came to the States. She saw my office in the house, and she saw me just bullshitting because I'm just talking to niggas online. I'm in the crib getting fucked up. She was like, "You don't do nothing all day." I was like, nah. She was like, oh, I said, but I'm trying to explain. I was like, listen, I went to college though, so I can have this type of job. And I felt, and I should have known right then and there, a little bit of respect was getting lost. Like this motherfucker, he ain't even you. You riding around in this damn Porsche and shit. So I can see the resentment. Like you ain't even doing. You lazy mother. So, fellas, listen, get 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 yourself a fake online job or something, man. You know what I'm saying? And Rick Wisdom, he said this channel is called the Dominican Route, and ain't no Dominicans on here.
Yeah,
It's because
look what my
it's
response. Look what
because
my response is.
it's because no, you see, you didn't have to respond like that. I'm disappointed in you responding like that. It's called a Dominican Route. It's because Coach took the Dominican route here.
That's right. Thank you.
So
Wait. How you know I'm not Dominican?
Right. That's
yeah.
right.
How you
And
know I ain't Dominican?
That's
how
right.
you know I ain't Dominican? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. Yeah.
I didn't exchange. I didn't listen. I didn't
Now
exchange.
we
I
got
didn't.
our first. We got our
I,
first troller. We got our first troller in
I
the
just
building.
want to
nah,
know.
Rick is cool. Rick is
Oh, you
cool.
could so you could tell I'm not. How could you tell that I'm not Dominican? Tell me
Listen,
how.
Oh yeah. Well,
I've exchanged some DNA with some Dominicans. So what
Right.
we
I'm
talking
just
about?
curious. Tell me how you could tell I'm not Dominican. I don't speak Spanish. I know lots of us that don't. My mama
Oh,
didn't speak.
gee. His name is Rico.
that's right. Rico Suave. Rico Suave.
Tell me how you know I'm not Dominican. I don't look Taino to you.
His
No,
name
but
is
you know what,
his name is
Troy?
Ricardo. Y'all
But
just
Troy, you're right.
he said y'all just
I
tricking
took
out there. Listen,
Troy.
Dominicans
hey
trick.
Rick, and one is not tricking if you got it, and I definitely got it.
Whoa. No,
And hold on, wait a second. Two, you don't. I don't have to. I don't have to. I live out here. I don't have to trick.
Troy, hold on.
Shout out, Donald. Hey,
No,
Donald.
hold on.
Hmm?
Dominicans don't trick. Who the hell you think they built all those cabanas for? They wasn't building them for the fucking expats. They were building them for Dominicans.
He said
We trick. Tricking is in our blood.
y'all just tricking out here, man. I ain't listen, bro.
Yes.
Listen.
We Dominicans trick.
Hey, listen. So I guess the women that working in jumbo, everybody. So all the women out here just whores, and that's what you're saying. So all the
Oh, I love my
So
women, Rick.
my
I
Dominican
love
people,
Dominican women. I'm Dominican.
y'all don't like your own women, man. Yeah,
I love them. We
he's definitely.
Dominican.
We
I
Dominican.
was
Yeah,
gonna lie,
look at
I'm
him.
gonna just, yeah, he just
funny.
troll. He trolling now. So I ain't
I
gonna
Yeah,
give him.
trick with
I ain't
all
gonna give
of
him. I'm
them.
not gonna give him no attention. You
I
trolling.
know.
Okay, but
But
no, but
I
I
love.
like your answer. You said I moved here because I took the Dominican route.
Route
I,
here.
I
Now
played,
does it make sense to you now?
But no,
and then
here's the thing.
I
John.
played. Quick backstory: I played with the New York Yankees, and I
I
played
get
with
that
the whole.
motherfucker no backstory. Fuck him.
Oh,
No,
Look,
here's the great thing about it is nobody tonight said nothing about the DR.
he said,
right.
why y'all don't go to Haiti? You don't.
We ain't even talking about the DR, you
No,
stupid
that's
You
that's
do.
motherfucker.
I
that's
want
the
you to
good one.
listen.
That's no,
Google,
that's what they want to say. They always say that
yeah.
when they want to piss you off.
Google Haiti and barbecue, and that's gonna let you know why I don't go to Haiti.
Right.
Google Haiti and then Google barbecue. That's
But
why I don't
no,
go.
this is what I'm saying, right?
And what I need,
Normally,
do you know how many Haitians are in the Dominican Republic? Why do I need to go to
You
Haiti
know,
when they're all here?
but you know what's crazy? This is the part that's
can
crazy.
I say this real quick,
Go
Rico?
ahead.
Please. I did a video today, and
Yeah.
I said I have sickle cell anemia. I have met 15 Dominicans that have sickle cell anemia.
Yeah, it's a trait.
Guess what? Only people that get sickle cell anemia, they gotta be African. Now they gotta be from Africa.
Hold on. Heavenly said,
I know.
we gotta backtrack because this is funny. She said,
Go ahead.
Troy,
Speaking of what you just said,
she said, Troy, you play too much. You won't believe me, but when I was living in La Romana, my husband worked. I got so bored being alone. I moved him to Santo Domingo for 2 years. He refused to work. And then she said, when he saw how much I was relaxing and made up, yeah, they not listen. You cannot, yeah, they not. You can't
Hey,
do
say,
that. Yeah.
here's a Dominican. Are you Dominican?
you
Woo,
lying.
good job.
You lying.
All
Oh,
right,
she's on the channel.
you
I don't
black.
pay no. Yeah,
You black.
we saw we need you on. Yeah, we
Go,
just need you
go.
to
You from Africa?
we
I
need
don't
you to
need you to
pop.
validate him.
We need
You
you to
from
pop
Haiti?
in. Yeah, we need you to
Say you
pop
from
in
Haiti. Say you
because
from Haiti.
I'm from Haiti.
She says she from Haiti.
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
We don't need you to validate him. Basso. We don't need you to validate.
So where my dog at?
Thank
So
you,
look,
Tony. Thank you. Hey, bring me some hot sauce.
ain't nobody
Oh,
think
go
about
ahead.
this fool. He just
Hold on.
the whole point is this is
My
what I'm
dog.
saying though, John, is this. Look,
Your dog from Haiti.
My dog.
normally
We gotta get some Dominicans. My dog is Dominican.
Oh,
I
there
brought
you
my
go.
dog here, so we gonna have my dog sit on it. You on the
So I'm
channel?
like, tonight we ain't saying nothing about the DR. We ain't saying nothing about Haiti. We just talking about old ass dudes with young women. We talking about relationships.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
never happy.
He just trolling.
They never happy.
Don't do that. You know I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
So
do
that's my thing. That's
Let's
why I
move.
said,
Let's move on. Let's move on.
John, this is why I said that's why you can't never please them because they never happy. Even
No,
if
he
you don't
probably not.
talk about it, they
Mhm.
cry. They fucking cry, baby.
No, it's just they just trolling. And you know what? I be trolling too, so I ain't. I just, you know, I always
Rob,
laugh.
Rob said, "Hey, so
I be laughing
okay."
because I be trolling. Too.
That's true.
I be trolling. You, Rico, you see me in action, so I
Hey, you
can't.
know what? On a
You
serious
can't
note,
do.
I
Hey,
You
want
you
to
know
talk
can't.
we
about
got a show tonight. We got a
yeah.
show in about 2 hours.
Who?
Right.
Premium. We got an open
Oh.
panel.
Oh.
You know I'm
Oh.
going up there.
Oh, you talking about Primo Channel?
Yeah, I'm
What
going
you
up there to
talking
talk
about?
my shit.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
know, but I'm gonna talk my
Oh.
shit.
Oh
We had
yeah.
a
Hey,
good
Okay.
one the other day. Top 10
let's stay on.
mongers.
Yeah.
Let's stay
Yeah.
on topic. Let's stay
Okay.
on
Okay.
topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Cool. We got off.
All
The
right.
troll got. You see how the troll got us off topic?
Right?
I got a serious question.
All right.
Bro.
I wonder if from family, the Dominican route family. I wonder if my wife is using me for my $1,300 SSDI Social Security check.
Man, that woman
Oh,
love you, man. I didn't been
real
around
talk.
y'all. I didn't
Because
been around y'all.
I make 13, and I just got a cola. I just got a cola increase this month. I got
Right.
$16 increase.
Right. Right. Well, man,
And
that
then
woman, that
I
woman
showed
loves
it to
you,
her. I
man.
said, baby, I just got a $16 increase. So maybe I shouldn't have showed her that $16 increase.
So you
If
got
she
a
with you for them Dominican food stamps,
Dominican food dance. That
yeah,
woman.
with your broke ass.
Nah, Rick, we ain't fooling with you, Rick, man. Chill. Chill,
Yeah,
Rick. No,
anyway.
no, no more attention. No more attention for you, bro. No more
Well,
attention.
you want to drop the link for him, Rico?
Yeah, drop the link for him. See if he
Yeah,
see.
yo, Rob, we did,
See if
Rob.
his
Rob,
bullshit.
no,
Oh,
don't
Rob.
don't do that. Don't do that, Rob, we did let him get us off top. He broke the whole rhythm of the channel,
Right.
and that's my fault. And you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we'll just move on. But like we were saying, we
Yeah,
were talking about the homeboy over there in the Philippines.
yeah,
That's
but let's
sad.
stop it. Yeah,
And
go
and
ahead.
you know what? You know what? And not only him, but the dude that
We
got killed.
live now, Troy. So when we get off here, we gotta run over there.
All right, dude got killed. The dude that got killed in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And it's just basically following your heart in the wrong. Like the title said, you crashing out over women overseas. Just don't do it, man. The main thing is listen. I understand that it's coming from being lonely, man. You're getting you're lonely. A lot of guys are lonely.
But Troy, it
Huh?
to me it goes back to again, and
Some lonely
I'm
motherfuckers.
not gonna mention nobody's name, but I'm gonna describe something that's gonna probably hurt a few motherfuckers' feelings. Cause I'm just gonna say it. People be out here fault. Let me say this, okay? Guys, y'all know we a family. Myself, Troy, Coach, all three, we done met. We done met in real life. Hung
Yeah.
out, drunk,
Many a
party,
time. Many a
whatever.
time.
So this is not no just YouTube shit. These three niggas, we done been together.
Right. He's my
And we
man.
about to be together some more
Look,
and talk
look
shit,
out for
this,
yourself.
that, and everything else, right? But I will say this, and I tell everybody that if you hear us, I want you to question everything I say, question everything that Coach says, question everything that Troy says. We try to give good advice. That is our best effort and intention. It
Right.
doesn't mean everything that we're saying is 100% correct
Nah,
or
I
it's
just yeah.
perfect. So weigh it and vet it. But I
Yeah.
always, when I came over with Brother John, I always was like, brother, as long as you keep staying in the truth, I will stay and support you. If I catch you, getting outside of that, and I'll call him out publicly. I'm like, no, I'm not. Yeah, even, Rico, you could have told me offline. I could have, but motherfucker, I didn't feel like it. When you said it publicly, I'm gonna correct your ass publicly. Vice versa, because I come from a community where we grab people by the collar.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yo, you
And,
out of line.
and I told Roberto that I said, man, Rico, I said, damn. I said, Rico, like that big brother, he tell you what you don't want to hear. I remember when I didn't have the rails up
Yeah,
upstairs on the terrace.
need them
I was
goddamn
like, I was like,
rails
nah, I
up
was like,
there.
nah, man, it's some fly. So I'm gonna leave it like he's
What
like,
the fuck
nigga,
wrong with you?
put these damn. He said, Troy, put them damn rails up for somebody to get drunk and fall off the damn shit and hurt this.
And get killed, and you get sued.
And I
So
was, you
now,
know what?
and Sir
Hey, look,
Satan, and
and
I'm
listen,
gonna
Yeah,
stay on his ass about it.
but the thing
he stayed
is,
on my
and
ass till I got it done. He
no,
stayed on me
you're
till
right.
I
But
got it done.
let me comment. I know y'all probably don't want me to comment. I want to say this. He must be new to the channel because we talk about all the sorry ass niggas that come over here tricking and getting
Yeah.
killed and all of that stuff, white and black. A lot of them don't talk about the white folks, white and black, both sides. They got sorry ass niggas on both sides.
All right, so
But
you address that shit. You address
right,
that shit. You done.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and Rick Wisdom will do another live next week. If you want to hit the link and come up, get on cam. We'll do that. We'll talk about what you want to talk about next week.
Yeah, next.
I promise you that. I will
Yo,
talk about that. I promise you.
but you know what?
You gotta hit the link.
Heavenly,
Get on
Heavenly
cam.
said. Heavenly said she was mad because when she spent 5 years in DR, didn't meet any expats. That's the importance of community. That's what I
Yeah.
was going to go back to because we can pull each other's coattails. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing something, Rico would tell me, "Hey man, you don't need to be doing that. That's not safe. Don't do that shit." Or I'll be like, "Yo, Rico, chill. No, don't drink and drive. Tell people don't drink and drive. Like
Mm-hmm.
Rico might get bent. I say, yo, Rico, just stay at the crib. I might be like, yo,
Yeah.
Rico, you had too many. Stay at the house. You know what I'm saying? Just stay at the house. Stay in
Right.
the apartment. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
looking out for one another.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
family.
So
That's what we're supposed
that's
to
what
do.
family do. We supposed to check each other if
But
we in the wrong. And like if I'm in the wrong, say something. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh, and let me say this. Let me say this. This channel right here, the reason Troy and Rico love the channel is because we give back. They have donated so much money to the orphanage and helping out, giving back to the community and supporting us and all of that stuff. But ain't nobody, the trollers don't say nothing about giving money to the orphanage and over $10,000 and money. They want to talk about. They come over here thinking that we some other channel,
nah,
but it
it's,
ain't that.
it's
And
not. It's on that channel.
the only reason why I say that is because again, is that as hard as we try to stay in the right, we still make mistakes. So like when we did the last one, I think I had said, and brother Rick James got on my ass, and actually it was a sister, I can't remember her name now.
Rich stay on my.
Oh, he don't he?
Everybody
Don't
has.
he do? And the sister said, no, Rico, Jimmy Carter's wife died last year. I said, oh, okay, thank you for
Yeah,
correcting me. So I was
it's
wrong.
I'm
I
not too big. I'm
guess
not too big. I'm not too
to
big
do
to
it
get
right to
checked.
admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is that's why I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying with a critical eye. If I said something wrong, I want you to come out and to correct me, and so I can get it right because I don't want to give out. The last thing I want to do is give out bad information.
Bad information.
I do not want to give that out. So if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and I say something wrong, I want to be told, and I will publicly admit I was wrong. I will sit right here. Rick James kicked me in the ass. Coach kicked. I said, I hate to admit when coach is right, but if he's right, he's right.
Yeah. Wrong is wrong. Like the nigga, I did not want to kick out that $1,000 for that damn rail to get put up there.
Yeah,
but
you needed to.
And my mom said the same thing. My mom said, you need to put a damn rail up there. I said, I know. Rico was just got on my ass. The dude's coming here next week to put the rail up. God damn.
Yeah, because it's dangerous. It's a risk to the dog. It's a risk to yourself. It's a risk to your guests.
She jumped off. She jumped off.
That was a while. That's when she was a
puppy. Because you should have had a fucking rail up there like I told your ass.
Jumped her ass right off the rail. Was out there ready to fight somebody.
Wait, hold up. We doing a tour. G Styles, I appreciate that, brother. I've never seen brothers record.
Yo, you know what? Rick just apologized. Rick, I accept your apology, brother. No problem.
Yeah. Rick, you good.
We all man. We all
good. Stay on Rico's ass, please. Stay on Rico's ass.
But stay on Rico's ass.
But listen, what I'm saying is this, Rick, is seriously though. if you watch our content, please go through it with a fine-tooth comb because again, I, I always try to stay with the facts, but anything that I get wrong, I want to be told.
Yeah.
I don't want to, because I don't want to continue to repeat it. So if I said something wrong, I'm open to being corrected.
Yeah.
And
What
it
did
can be public.
what
Don't
did
think you got to do
And
back.
what did you
and
what did you
wisdom and
say?
look, wisdom apologized, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
he
that because
apologized. Yeah,
I
that's why I
have
said
more
he
respect for you
apologized. Yeah, he
because
apologized. He
because
apologized. Yeah.
sometimes, man, I'm telling you, sometimes the women come on this channel for the first time, and the men and be like, "Oh, you some goddamn passport bros, and yo, you trying to tear up my country," and then the women be like, "Yeah, but we the opposite of that." That's why. I mean, you know how many YouTubers don't like us?
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, they hate my ass. Let me tell you, Rick.
And
One
look,
thing
they hate
you
me.
learn,
I'm just guilty by association because
I can tell you this, Rick.
I'm cool with some of the other YouTubers that
Rick,
hate me.
if
They
you
hate
go into the
me.
passport bro community and you mention my name, they're gonna try to kill you.
Yeah, we don't.
They
Yeah,
hate my guts.
yeah, we.
And again,
Oh, come on!
I don't despise brothers that travel. I despise
Nigga
that
just farted on me,
ideology.
man.
I do not in any way condone, appreciate, support. I despise the passport bro ideology of going to these countries and exploiting and taking advantage of poor women in socioeconomic conditions. I don't have a problem with women selling, their body for money or men purchasing it. I just say give them a fair wage.
No, my
I have a
thing is
problem with the
I don't
whole.
think don't exploit. I don't. My problem is exploiting them and putting them on the internet
Yep,
so you can get a couple
that
of dollars.
making more money
That's
off of that.
That's terrible, man. These women ain't making less than they don't have a good quality of life.
Yes,
This is how they're taking care of their family. But you want to run up and behind them with your camera and put them on
yes.
camera just so you can get money. Now I have a problem. I don't like that. I don't think that's cool. But if you want to get on your panel and talk about your exploits and what you're doing, that's fine, cool. You know what
Hold
I'm
on,
saying?
who's Mr. Melody? Mr. Melody.
The brother that's
Um,
speaking right now, I recall seeing years ago on
I'm in
Marlboro fight.
Marlboro Pike, Forestville all the time. I
You
don't know
talking
if she's
about
talking about me
you?
or you.
It
You
does
might have
make
seen
it.
both of us in
Juan
Forestville.
Carlos, what's up, brother? Good to see
It
you,
does.
baby.
It does make DR look bad, man. It's
You're
terrible,
right.
man. Because like they just so you can get a couple $100 off of YouTube. Is it that bad at home?
Yeah.
And
We
I'm
agree with you,
not
Rick.
yeah. And I got a problem with it, man. I don't like that, man. Because some of these women, that's how they make a living, man. And like you putting
Right.
them on, and then you know what? With that right there is the reason why it's not as fun as it used to be in Sua
Right.
because nobody wants to go there because who the hell wants to be on somebody's YouTube channel? So yeah,
RIQ, wisdom. Hey, man, welcome to the family, brother. No, I
yeah,
appreciate
man,
it. Yeah, you good.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we are
We just had it.
absolutely not like that.
We had a little misunderstanding, but it's all good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
But the main thing that we talking about is just brothers being safe.
yeah.
Guard your heart and guard your wallet when
And
you
when you
go.
say brothers, you mean white, black, everything.
Everybody.
Anybody. When well,
Anybody. Right.
I'm talking about the sisters, the white women,
Yeah,
the anybody that's
Everybody.
coming here or going overseas and they got their heart open. Just be careful, man. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful and take your time, man. You don't have to be you don't have to be uh leading with your heart or leading with your wallet. Just go be
mhm,
yourself. Above all, be yourself, man, and the rest it'll take care of itself, man. And get with some. If you really want to find yourself a good woman, you're gonna have, and you don't speak Spanish. Your Spanish might be a little shaky because I don't speak the best Spanish, but you're gonna have to be introduced. You know what I'm saying? So someone's gonna have to introduce you. That can vouch for your character, and then you'll be fine. But if you get one, don't play. Don't play with her. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Just like you wouldn't want nobody playing with your daughter, you wouldn't want nobody
Mhm.
playing with you. Don't play with these women out here, man. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm
That's
saying?
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
we absolutely don't stand for
And yeah,
that
yeah,
narrative of behavior.
yeah. And that's why I don't. That's why you don't see me with no because I know I'm coming out of that. I was dating. I'm out of the dating stage, so I'm looking. settle down a little bit now, man. I'm ready to settle down.
And Rick, just to let you, Rick would just I'm a 60-year-old husband, father, grandfather, have daughters, have granddaughters. I will never until the day I die support men in positions of power
Oh
exploiting
man,
women.
yeah,
I will never do that.
he really don't know you. You jump out the window
Yeah,
for him, and
Oh man,
I was so mad
right.
that time, because you jump out the window for women a lot, and I kind of get on you. I'm like, yo, just you don't have to put the whole cape on and fight the world for them. But I remember we had a panel one time,
yep,
and
with the girls.
the girl, and she went off talking about y'all not protecting. I'm like, damn, after all this shit this nigga done all year for black women and stood for black women, and she had the nerve to get on here. I was mad for him. I'm like, this dude he'll be in chats getting cussed out, called a simp, a sucker.
All the time.
Rico goes hard for black, and then well, you married a lad. I got black daughters. I got I got a
I
black
got a
mom.
black mama.
Yeah, so like Rico was definitely. And I'll be like, man, man, they all right. They can defend themselves. Like, nah, fuck that.
I'm gonna defend them.
Now, like,
I'm
you see
going
what that?
to.
I was so hot with her that day. I said, I cannot believe she said
I'm gonna
that.
do. I can't help it.
I said, I
Look
can't.
at Rick James. He said I do it too much. I probably do, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you know, talk about
I really
He got
not.
hey,
but
Rick,
let me,
he got a long ass cape for him, don't he?
hey,
That nigga's
Wisdom
cape.
says a lot of these women's families don't even know that they're selling their bodies and they
Yeah,
video
these
and they
niggas
They
post.
got
don't.
yeah,
But
They
man.
don't.
let me say this, man. We that's the most disgusting thing
Mhm.
to put on YouTube, and it's so frustrating. You will never see on our channel that we exposing a woman because and if you do see her, we trying to get her off the streets and trying to help her out and trying to help her children out.
But no, you know
I
what?
even.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Now they financially good because these Negroes is coming, well, not just Negroes, but men in
Right,
general are coming down here and dropping a bag. Let me tell you something. These women got more money than a lot of us, so we wouldn't be helping them out. I'll take some help from them because I didn't see some of them pushing CRVs,
right.
nice ass apartments in Piantini, getting to it. You know what I'm saying? They're not just selling their body. They might be selling clothes. There's some hustlers. There's some hustling women out here. There's some hustling women out here. Don't feel sorry for every. I keep telling people, don't feel sorry for these people out here. Just like we got poor people in the States. They got poor people here, but they also got rich people out here too. Some of them are getting to it. They are getting to it. I'm talking like $5,000 a month getting to it. $3,000. I know one girl, she just bought a damn condo, $80,000 cash.
But Troy, my problem is this,
Yeah.
right? Is that when I sit there and I tell the guys, I'm like,
You want to get
the
down?
exploitation for me is that if the woman decides she wants to sell her body, that's her choice, right?
Yeah.
She can decide to do that. But when it comes to the creep cameras,
That's
I'm
terrible.
like, you're recording her and then you're putting her up on the internet and you're selling her exposure, making money, and she gets nothing from it. She
Yeah.
didn't give you permission to do that.
That's
You're a
sad.
creep.
So that's why I sit there and say this. I'm like, y'all a piece of shit for coming down here, wanting to film these women. Like Rick says, their parents don't know, whatever the case may be. I don't care. It's not your place to decide that I'm going to film them and I'm going to make money off of showing their bodies while they make
Hold on.
nothing.
Hold on. Rick, Rick James. I'll be watching them shits. I'll be watching them.
They got, hey, Rick James said
So,
they
hey,
got him in
listen.
there.
I
What
listen.
men?
Let me give you a little bit of contradiction,
Go
now,
down one more.
listen. I'm still a man. All right, I'm still a goddamn man. I'm talking all this righteous shit right now.
Oh, they got him in HD.
But goddamn it, you looking on YouTube, and if you click on 120, I'm gonna come. 20. What do you want me to do? What do you want me
Right.
to do? Want me to turn away? This ain't right. Rick, y'all heard me say all the time. I'm with the bull. I'm single. I'll be with the bullshit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you
That's
know,
why I
but
said.
you
That's
know,
why I said I'm
let me
cool. I'm
say
cool.
this.
I'm cool with YouTubers.
What frustrates
Yeah.
me is that if you wasn't doing that in the United States, filming big booty, beautiful women, why you gonna
Right.
come
Why
to
you doing it
somebody,
there?
the
What we
Dominican
Yeah.
Republic, or
nah.
to a poor country and do that?
You know what we need to do? We need to find out where these dudes' mamas work at, where their little girlfriends is at, and start
And go
filming
film
them.
them.
And run around the states
Filming
filming
them.
their mom in the mall like this.
Yep.
Right.
Look at this
That's a
nigga
good
mom. Look at this
idea.
nigga mom fat ass. Look at this mom fat ass.
Yep.
Look at this.
Yep.
Look at this mom fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's go film. Let's go film your
See
mom's
how
big
you like
your
it.
mom's fat
Oh,
ass.
they'll be hot.
Yeah.
They'll be hot.
Let's
Right.
go film your cousin and them at the club getting all drunk and shit.
And that's the thing. They do it and they do it all the time. They think nobody care. Oh, and they'll call. I mean, they call me everything under the sun. Oh, you the dick police. I'm like, no,
I call you
raggedy
big police all
motherfucking
the time.
people. I'm like, it's not right. It's not fair that y'all do that.
Yeah,
Why do
it
y'all?
ain't fair at all, man.
And
That's
it's like,
not
why
cool.
do y'all need to do it? The women are
Hey, look,
already selling themselves.
hey, listen, I'm so
They want to
glad.
make easy
I'm
money.
so I'm so glad that shit came out because when I moved, that's another reason why I moved out here because I was like, man, I can't. Cause a lot of people, their first introduction to the DR is Puerto Plata, Sosua, right? And when
Sasua,
I
don't say Puerto Plata. Say
well,
Sasua.
Sosua is in Puerto Plata, so it's like Barbaros and Punta Cana, and people say Punta Cana and talk about Barbaro, but I was up there and I was like, man, I cannot, because I knew when I got up there, I was there for a bachelor party and I made that phone call and I started looking at, because I could read Spanish. I said, say vende. I said, I wonder how much these houses cost. And I called, and when the dude said how much the villa was cost, I was like, that's it? I was like, oh shit, I got to get down here. Like, I got to get one. But I knew I didn't want to live in that area because one, I have a daughter, two, I have my mom, and I would not want my mom and my daughter to see none of that or be around any of that. Cause my mom come down, she gonna want to go to the casino. Cause my mom love the casino, and you know what's all up in the casino there. If you didn't seen the,
Lord,
hey Rick, if you didn't seen the videos, you know. So
what's in there?
and my mom might want to go to the beach, and we know what's at the beach. So I'm like, I can't. I don't.
Up
I was
there.
like, I want to be on the island, but I want somewhere with more infrastructure, is
Mhm.
more tourist friendly.
More
So
respect.
I moved out here, but that this was before the creep cameras came out and all that, and I'm telling you, it was so much fun out there when before all that the cameras and stuff because it was like it's the only place on the island you could go. Well, now I know maybe some clubs in Santo Domingo and we got drink point out here, but when you went to sewer, all you hearing is music from back home, and then you go into the sports bar back then. They had a sports bar. 20 screens on this, all the games is on, and you got Cowboy fans in the corner, you got Redskin fans, you got cats from New York uh barking on cats from Atlanta when the Giants is playing. Yo, it was something special. But now it just turned into the young dudes that came up there. You got ninjas up there throwing money in the
Disrespect.
air. They in the middle of the street throwing money in the air, and
That's
it's
so
just
it's so immature and childish. And that's why I'm glad, right? Like the Rick James, it's funny, right? Like Rick said, oh, they got me on film. And I was like, I laughed because I'm like, oh, as much as they hate me, oh, Rick, and you been. I said, I ain't never in my life been to Sasua. I said, I'm
nah,
going.
nah, they ain't got. They
I
might. I
said, I'm
think
going.
listen.
When we making a trip, when we
Yeah,
making a trip.
I'm making a trip in mine. But here's the funny thing about it. This is the crazy part about it. They was like, oh, nigga, you always talk about Sasua like you've been there. I was like,
I I be telling you that. I tell you
yeah,
that. I
but
said,
no.
Rico,
But here's the
can't.
thing.
Yeah.
And
Once you go there, I
then I
know it's
make
going to be over.
then I make the analogy. It's like I feel like I've been there because there's so much fucking content
It's
out
so
there.
so
The
much content.
content, the very thing that the people complain that people shouldn't talk about Sasua, the reason why we talk about it is because of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, they can't help
The
themselves.
minute I turn on DR, I get 9 million videos of Sasua.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm
because
like,
they.
I wouldn't have nothing to say about it if the dirty motherfuckers up there wasn't doing what they were doing. So I said, you know what? Here's the beauty. In March, I'm going to go. And I'm going to film myself up there. I'm not filming any chicks. Just to show
I
them I'm
know.
up there.
Oh my
And then when
God,
I
I know
come
it.
back, I'm
Yeah.
going to give you motherfuckers an honest to God, goddamn review of what I think of it.
You already biased though. I already know you already biased.
Yeah, I'm
It's
already
not.
biased because I'm biased because of what y'all showed me.
Right.
I'm not biased because
Yeah.
of what I thought on my own.
I
I'm
think
biased
you
because
know
of
what.
the images that y'all flooded to my mind
It's some
that I
OGs.
should have never seen.
It's some OGs in the travel community that are up there. They can put a stop to that, man. I think that.
Right. And that's
I
what
think
I'm
like yeah.
saying.
I think a lot of the
Nobody's calling
yeah.
this shit out.
I think a lot of the OGs in the up there that live up there, they know who's doing it. Everybody
Yeah,
knows
they
who's
know who's
doing it
doing
up there. They know who's doing it up there.
it. Right.
I think they should, but it's so the cat is so the horse is out the barn now.
And my point is this, Troy. What they say, silence is complicity.
Yeah.
So it's the same way when motherfuckers want to try to sit there and pretend like, oh, the passport bro movement not bad. That's a few people. And you know what I always say? When those few people were acting an ass, y'all didn't say anything. And when you didn't say anything, then you let those pookies take over the movement. You
Yup,
ain't
that's
no
right.
cleaning that motherfucker up
Yeah,
now.
the
You
old
can't clean
heads.
it up because when you should have said something, you said nothing. Same
Yeah.
thing about Sasua.
But you know
When y'all
what?
should have
Nah,
said
nah,
something, you didn't say nothing.
I can't let you. I can't let you really get away with that one because
Okay, why?
it was an old head that really started it off up there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I know. Okay.
Your
So
boy,
that's part the problem.
your
Right,
boy. It
right. That's
was your
the
boy.
fuck nigga OG.
Yeah,
That left a
he kind of
baby up there, right?
yeah. He's the one that kind of started it. So
I can't say
don't put it on
nothing.
the young boys. Don't put it on the young
No, he's
boys.
dead. He died though. He's dead.
That nigga ain't dead.
Nah, he
Oh,
ain't
I
dead,
thought
That
you
man.
were talking
nigga
about
in
the one.
Thailand with lady boys. I'm gonna
No,
leave
I
it at
thought you were
that.
talking about the white. What was the white dude
Nah,
name
we
that
ain't talking
died?
about that.
We ain't talking about him. Oh,
We ain't talking about
you talking about the real OG? You talking about Cuba Dave?
that.
Cuba Dave is the original stupid
He
ass
died.
OG. He
He
did.
passed away.
Oh man,
No, this
R.I.P.
dude died of a heart attack about a year or two ago in Sasua. White
Oh
guy.
Nah. He talking about Rico Toro.
You talking about
Right,
Rico?
right.
Oh nah,
He was
he
in
wasn't.
He wasn't
Sasua.
up there.
Nah, he
He
wasn't
was,
the OG up there that started it. It was Rico's boy that kind of really started it off. And I always kept saying,
The
why are
lady
you
boy lover.
suck? Leave that man, leave that dude alone, man. I always kept saying, why does everything got to go to YouTube? Why are you promoting this? And like
shout out to
it
Rick
was
James
talk
for the super
and talk
chat.
it was
Hey, Rick James, thank
yeah
you so much, brother.
they was they was talking about it. They was talking about what was going on up there it was nothing. I'm like, Negro, what are you doing? Like, why are you blowing that spot up so much?
Putting that
Oh,
jab hand
y'all need to get down here, man. Y'all need to get down here, man. And I'm like, oh my God. And now look what that has begat. That time, this is we talking like pre-COVID. That begat who? It begat the Migos. It begat
yeah.
Mary. And they'll tell you that's the reason why they came. Oh, I saw so and so video. That's why I came down here. And
I
now
watched all of them.
look at the.
I
No,
watched
listen,
Mayor
but you know what?
Store.
It was some good. It was some good information though. It wasn't all. Because I listen.
They had some debauchery in there.
Listen. It was straight debauchery. But what you can do is you can learn what not to do from the mistakes that they were making. Because like I
But
learned.
you know the problem is they couldn't. The problem with that is, Troy, is you don't filter your audience.
Right.
They're like this. So Miko, he was doing all his hood vlogs.
Yeah.
He was in every little nigga neighborhood up there on the North Coast, Santo Domingo, everywhere.
Mhm.
That was Miko thing. Miko
Right.
still doing the hood. That nigga in Santo Domingo now in the hood.
And what happened to
In
everybody that said,
Cappuccino.
and you know what the funny thing about him is,
Talking about he couldn't come back. That nigga
yeah,
in the
it was a
that
lot
nigga
of
in the DR today. The fuck
it was
out of here.
a lot of tough talk of what they was
And
going
all them
through.
niggas was kissing his ass.
But what they didn't do is they didn't look at his older videos.
Right.
That nigga was kickboxing.
But all them niggas was kissing his ass.
What's his name before down there that got busted with was it was we okay, that's what y'all talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah,
I was like, and look,
it was
that nigga ass.
They all
was hanging out with him
because they wanted the views. They was thirsty for the views.
Taylor was hanging out.
Yeah, they saw the views.
All them niggas, they saw his views.
I got opportunity. Let me get a little bit of clout. Let me get some views. Yeah. And then when he got caught up in his mess, now they want to delete all the videos they had with him and shit.
Right.
That was your man's.
I saw.
That was your man's. Why you turning your
pull up the old videos and find me in them?
They locked his ass up. Who was in Colombia? They locked his ass up. Came and got him
in Colombia. He came back to the States. That nigga back in the DR now.
Wreaking havoc.
Yeah, Santa Domingo living. He right up the street from you, coach.
I didn't know that.
Shit, he living his best.
And the crazy thing is,
I know he went to bed. I know he went to Louisiana and
they was talking about he was messing with some youngins, but I was like, well, the DR ain't keeping him out.
The funny thing was, all the other YouTube, I wasn't even on YouTube at the time. But all the YouTubers up there, they turned on him. He was this. They didn't think he was going to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So they was all sitting on him. Oh man, Miko this, Miko that. But then when he popped out of jail, everybody was crickets.
Right.
Everybody was crickets.
They was going to do a documentary on him.
Who did a documentary? Yeah, they was.
They was going to do a documentary. Your girl Sharice up there was talking about, oh, I'm in the documentary. All the motherfuckers up there was talking that shit.
Surviving Miko.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. That nigga's in the DR. I know that nigga's in the DR right now. I don't know what he done.
Yeah, he came.
I know the Dominican government and the U.S. government ain't stopped that nigga from traveling. So if he touched some youngins, why ain't they? Fuck out of here.
Yep.
They lived and died on that shit and put all that shit on that boy. I don't know if he did it or not. I don't fucking give a fuck. But I know all you niggas that was supposedly the OGs of the space. This is how this shit got to be, how it got to be.
Yeah, the OGs in the space should definitely stepped up and been like, hey, yo, man, y'all got to get these cameras. You know, back home, I don't want to get too deep and say too many crazy shit. But back home, you couldn't bring no cameras on the block where I was hanging at. You better not have your camera out because it was going to be somebody to be like, hey, yo, what you doing? You making shit hot. You making shit hot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, it's a couple of brothers up there that really got to say and really got pulled.
But don't utilize it.
I think they don't. I think they just more like. I'm gonna keep the peace, and I don't want to ruffle their feathers.
And that's fine.
It's a real.
My issue is that's fine if you're gonna take that position, but don't come tell me not to say nothing. Shut the fuck up. Get out my face. If you ain't gonna tell that nigga to shut the fuck up, get the fuck out my face.
Right. Answer Rick James' question.
Yeah, he out of jail. That nigga in Santo Domingo now.
But he got caught in Colombia.
He got caught in Colombia over a year ago. That nigga in Santo Domingo partying now on YouTube. Rico Worldwide got 500,000 subs. That nigga in Santo Domingo partying in Capetillo today.
Yep.
Riding motorcycles, popping bottles at the Kamado, all that shit. And them niggas know it. The fuck, they think somebody's stupid?
But his old boys ain't really hanging around him no more. They back kicking it with him.
No, they ain't hanging. He don't give a fuck about them niggas. Them niggas wasn't helping him.
Yeah.
They was all trying to eat off him. He had the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
When Miko was up there in the zoo, I think at that time he had like 300,000. So he had the numbers. Mm-hmm. Everybody was trying to eat off of him.
They
were trying to get
collaborate with him. Yeah.
But then somewhere along the line, somebody put that dirty work on him and said he was messing with some youngins. And I don't know if he was or wasn't. But they swore like they had all the receipts. They swore they had all the paperwork. We gonna do this, we gonna do that. I'm like, all right, okay, well, maybe he is. I'm not gonna defend him because I don't know him. But I know that motherfucker's right back in the country. So I'm like, where's all the proof?
Hey, shout out to Cigar Talk. Shout out to Mr. Melody. Hey, you know my back's starting to hurt, Rico. How much time we got? Y'all want to close it out?
We good, nigga. We got to go. Wait,
y'all
close
it out. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all close it out. Who want to go first?
Go ahead, close it out.
I'll go first. Hey, yo, listen, everybody, like on some serious shit. The best advice I can give you if you're moving abroad, whether you're a woman, you're a man, you got some.
I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Can y'all hear me now?
It's better. Yeah.
Okay. The best advice I can give y'all if you're moving abroad, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, is to just take your time, be yourself. Don't lead with your wallet and don't lead with your heart, and just and get. There's gonna be somebody there, that you can bond with that's from your culture. Normally, get with them, get with a community, whether it's a Facebook group, develop some friends. I know sometimes it's hard to make. I don't like making friends, but you make new friends and they become like family. Then just lean on, especially somebody that's been there for a while. Lean on them for advice. Like, hey man, what do you think about this? What do you think about her? What do you think about this? And it doesn't hurt to know the language. Try to attempt to learn the language, and that's the best advice I got for you. And if you're in Punta Cana, I hate to say this, but if you run into any trouble, miss a flight or something, hit me up.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm rubbing off on you. That's good, brother. Rico, what about you, Rico? If somebody have a problem with you,
if you have a problem with Punta Cana, I'll give you Coach's number. Hey, Mr. Melody, Cigar Talk. We're gonna have to link up. I'm right outside of DC. I'm in Mo County. I used to live in Columbia Heights off of Irving Street, 1334 and a half Irving Street. So Cigar Talk, I know Columbia Heights, Adams Morgan, all that shit. And definitely Mr. Melody, I know Ben's Chili Bowl. Ben's Chili Bowl is a goddamn Washington, D.C. landmark. So y'all, you know how we hold it down from the city. And my old a high school graduate. I'm definitely
Rico, on the topic. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts is, again, like I said, at the end of the day is we came into it just telling older cats, like, look, the guy that got in here, I don't know why that young man, old man decided to sit there and marry somebody 30 years younger than him. It was bound to happen. Vet better, be wiser, be smarter. Are you somewhat deprived when you go overseas? Maybe slightly. Don't think you're that much of the prize, and know that these women in these places, they look to us to help them, bring them out of the lifestyle of poverty or whatever they may be. And outside of that financial benefit, try to if you're going to decide to get married or have kids with somebody overseas, certainly make the relationship about something other than finances. Don't make it strictly, okay, I'm a financial benefit to her. Make it where you guys both intellectually, mentally, almost of the same generation, have a lot of commonalities, so that maybe you can win that woman's heart over and she'll be there for the long haul. If not, I don't know what to tell you, but motherfucker, don't call me.
You're gonna bring yourself right through a vicious cycle, and you're gonna be depressed and sad and looking crazy.
And I don't give a fuck. Call Coach with your boo.
Or Troy now.
Yeah, don't call me, nigga.
Hey, brother. Hey, with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Hey, Sunday, we'll be back on Sunday. We got Miss Wendy that's gonna be on, and Troy. Hopefully you can come on Sunday, man. That'd be great.
Sunday. I don't think I'm doing anything on Sunday.
Okay, we're gonna be more classy and more. We're not.
I'm gonna put a collar shirt on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah. You Rico he don't never. He look like he homeless all the time.
I'm here
I
All right.
might
getting
get a
fist
haircut.
jumping, man.
Hey man, love y'all. Y'all take care, brother. I'll see
All right,
y'all
man. Love
shortly.
y'all back, man. All right,
All
peace,
right,
y'all.
man.
Peace.
Shout out to my entire all my people, Troy, Rico. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to everybody that gave the super chats. The channel is just getting bigger and bigger. We got 1,600 subscribers in 1 month. We had almost 13,000 subscribers. We're growing fast. So you guys, man, thank y'all so much. These 32 people that's on right now, thank y'all so much from the bottom of our hearts. Keep watching us. We got great content coming up, and y'all be careful out there. Be safe, and I'll see y'all next time. Make peace be still. See y'all later.